slowly.
Or not so slowly.
Can't kill what's already undead.
This is true. You are envenomed, but you are unable to suffer the death effect that is naturally attached to it. Your heart doesn't beat, so, you know, big ol' fucking shrug there, I guess.
I mean, if we can't cure the poison, well, then we have option B for those still infected with it.
Yeah, trying to vampirize your party would technically work. Not sure it's a particularly good idea, but it would work.
I don't think it's possible. Mahi's a she, and Sandra is a Necron.
Yeah, actually, neither of them are particularly vampirable, as well as the fact that the time it takes to go vamp is longer than the time it takes to die of this poison.
Now, you see, the poison just accelerates the process.
Not really, no. I mean, it accelerates the process of becoming dead, but that's not quite what you guys are after. Does not accelerate the process of becoming undead.
Unfortunately, this isn't World of Darkness, where you can just splash some blood in after they're already dead and bring them back.
No such luck in this case. Yeah, so when last we left off, I made you guys do a horrible series of saves against getting completely fucked by poison, which, you know, you actually managed. Eventually, you got there. I'm very mean.
Yeah.
But you got there in the end. You're in the depths of a cave owned by a Welsh witch who abducted a whole bunch of children. You have slain 3 arachnid horrors. But you are effectively still at the entrance to this cave. You have learned that the poison that is currently pumping through a number of your party mates will kill them in a day.
Speaking of which, I'm going to use my Technomagus watch, and I'm going to set a timer for 23 hours and 30 minutes.
Sounds like a good idea. Your HP bar is still missing. I don't know what happens to fuck with your health, but...
Because you're undead.
Yeah, I don't know either.
It's unnecessary.
Yeah, sure. There you go. That's the reasoning.
I don't know. I can see your health bar.
I see your health bar just fine.
I've just clicked it back on again.
Oh.
It keeps taking away the maximum value. The previous one is still in there.
Mine.
Yours too?
Oh yeah, I actually took damage. I don't know. Mine seems about right.
You have 128 out of 135 hit points, so your damage is calculated in there. Your damage is in there, you just don't take much because you're you. Let's see here. So yeah, no longer in any kind of initiative. What do you do?
Well, we better get this done quickly.
Yes, speed is of the most importance for you two now.
If we don't get this done soon, we'll have to put a cork in it and come back later.
Yes, and this isn't something that we can easily cork, especially not with the spells protecting the entrance gotten rid of.
Just a police team go, wait a second, there's a fucking cave, and the little readers are picking up like a sense of blood and stuff. Let's go in here. Oh shit, fucking horrors. And then to them it's an Aliens movie.
Still basically an Aliens movie. Anyway, let's press on ahead, I guess.
Yes, onward and upwards.
Also, don't mind this. Okay, cool.
Which way are we going to go?
Well, it's left or right. So, who has a coin?
Oh, this one just won. This just goes around. This one just goes around.
Unless, Mahi, Ash, you're quiet.
Yes.
You could go and give it a snoop ahead.
Go to.
That's very sneaky, Mahe.
25.
Super sneaky, Mahe. It's a bit of a squeeze through that bit, but you can make your way through.
Do I gotta remake move silently and hide checks?
Well, move silently or hide. Since you want to move around it, you move silently.
I'm gonna. I guess it would be a spot check.
Yeah. Alright, Ash is the
Wow.
fucking knight. Alright then. When you look around with your special eyes, I believe you can see, like, infravision as well, things like heat signatures.
Mm-hmm.
You
It's not
can...
whatever dark vision is, which I think is just black and white dark vision.
Yes, you have a normal dark vision. Let's see here. Here you can see, like, heat signatures from things that have been around here, but that tracks with, you know, these arachnid horrors that you've all fought. It gets a lot colder back here, like actual winter cold like it is outside.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay, this is just a big crossroads.
There's another rune.
Where did you move over there, by the way, pets? Did you go up to the door or not?
I'll go up to the door here.
Okay. Alright then. Give me a spot check, please. Likely I'll beat it, but you never know. I stand corrected. Everything's fine. You didn't see me roll.
Can I roll a fate?
Nope, too late.
Darn.
Yeah. You can, however, like... It smells kind of corpsey in there.
Hmm. Well, I'll pass by for now. Down here is just where we came from.
Correct. Indeed, if you, like, walk through the door in that, like, downwards direction, then it makes the gate shut behind you, but then allows people to walk forwards through it instead. So it is a one-way gate.
Ah, yes.
Mahara, as you're around the corner, you can see there are, like, although they're all quite desiccated now, there's a larger number of animal bones, like, looks like maybe even belonged to bears. Pressed up against the wall. They've been run pretty much clean. You can see evidence of, like, strandinous webs, but much as one would expect, the arachnid horrors are more about the poison bitey than the webbing, and you can see that it would appear to be a type that disintegrates over time as opposed to just sort of hangs around being web.
I see.
Hey Ash, stop.
Yes.
Can you make a reflex save for me, please?
Murder saves. Ah, here they are.
Okay. Do you have evasion at all?
Yes.
Cool. Alright then. You are able to move out of the way as, like, right against the wall you're stood, a little sigil appears to, like, glow its way into being. Like, it looked like plain rock expanse until you went past it, and it begins to glow. Which direction are you dodging in?
Back the way I came.
Okay. Then yeah, you're able to move out of the way as it blasts outwards. It is not particularly... Explosive sounds wrong. It is explosive. It's not particularly harmful as far as an explosion goes. What it is, however, is very, very loud. And I'm going to have to ask you to make a fortitude save. Okay, you are deafened.
That is my third 10 in a row.
It is. Not very high this time.
Wait, no, the other one was a 6. Never mind.
Everyone else in the cave, you can hear it very clearly, as there is an exceptionally loud bang, like a clap of the gods just went off further into the cave.
At this point, I am going to go back to the group.
Yeah. You are currently afflicted with deafness and are incapable of hearing things. Before you go too fast, sorry. Let's put
Sorry.
to there. But
Okay.
let's go. Fighting me over your token. Some stuff is going to happen, by which I mean I'm going to have to ask all of you to roll initiative.
Uh-oh.
So well, that
Sorry.
means
I'm
things
not
go a little bit.
particularly surprised.
Ooh, I rolled well.
Give me 1 second to find initiative.
Pardon me, sorry?
It's under combat.
Oh, I
Oh,
forgot
these
we have
guys
to
rolled hot fucking ass.
Yes, you rolled fucking ass.
Well, that's
I'm
5,
up on
6,
this
and
one.
8, but yeah. Damn. Here I am with my 17.
Yeah, look at you go. Is that everyone on? Oh, Shade as well.
Being a Dex character is really fun in this system.
It is. Fast heroes are excellent, and you can be a fast hero for a very long time and enjoy it. It's quite nice. Let's see. Dude.
You don't do as much damage, though.
Shade. That's unfortunate for you, but you're on. Okay. So, Ash, you are deafened. What do?
Afflicted with mop. Again, I'm gonna move back to the party.
Okie dokie.
Okay,
Alright.
that's a double move.
That is the move. Sandra, you're up. Your companion has just come dashing back over to you, mopping.
Said this way loops around.
Yeah,
You get
it
back to the-
loops back around to right into here again.
Good. Yeah. I'll move up.
Okay.
Alright. Pretty sure that's as far as I can move. Oh, hey. Is that Mahi?
Up there, yes it is.
Hello.
Dr. Hunter.
I'll move up, pull out the Wand of Prayer, and say, if a witch is here, she'll probably be starting on. Well, she'll probably be panicking now the bats has gone off. We should get on her as quickly as possible.
I mean, it's her lair, so. if that's
Not that
gonna work,
Ash
that's
is
gonna
that.
work. She's just gonna be more alert to us rather than panicking.
Well, now there's no question that she knows the lair's been breached. And that the spiders have failed to stop us.
I suppose so.
That's my turn.
Alrighty. Shade is up. She is going to Run up over to here and ready in action to shoot something that comes out offensively. Speaking of,
Uh,
Oh god, more.
oh yeah, more. They come dashing up to this gate, and with a loud crack, Sandra, you can see that this gate is set so that it can be pushed open in stages. It will
Uh-oh.
move around to here. And is that an angle good enough to get shot? Nope. And it's going to ready another action. And this one is going to come up. And then you. Why have you got a random icon on you? Going to come up. And the next one is going to come up and push open the gate, which forces all of them forwards. And now they're in shooting range. Give me a moment. I'll just like that. Shade gets off a shot at the closest one, which probably isn't going to do anything, but you never know. That ain't enough damage to hurt them. And for the rest of this thing's ready to action, we'll go over here and attack you as a charge.
well, where did it go? Wait, it came from where?
From down south.
Oh, I didn't know there was another pathway.
This one opened the gate, so it has no movement left.
So they
Oh,
growl
shit.
with a southern accent.
Well, looky here, boys. It looks like more warm bloods came walking into our little den.
We
So,
don't
question.
take kindly to your type of blood around here.
Question.
Sure.
Since those who have already been bitten, can we be paralyzed again?
That is a good question. I had not
Already
considered.
been poisoned by these guys.
You've already been poisoned, and the death save doesn't get deathier, but you can still get paralyzed again. That's a thing that you guys just force out of your system. Alright, do either of those hit Sandra?
It
Oh.
does have a -1, so
28?
That one definitely hits.
Okay. Does a 17 hit?
17? No.
Alrighty. Cool then. Can you please give me a fort save?
One second. Uh-huh.
You're fine. And you take whatever that damage is. 10 plus 3. Well, 3 damage is poison, which you don't have DR. 10, I imagine you're going to ignore a shit ton of.
Let me see. What is it? 7. So 6.
6 whole damage.
Yep.
Alright, Mahara, it is your go.
I'm going to cast Magic Weapon on one of my guns.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna, I mean, this is like 3rd edition basically, so it's just like, you can do an action, and then that's it. So that's basically my whole turn is doing that.
Okie dokie. Simon Rossi.
Alright, we'll move up here, and we're gonna use some magic here by making the weapon magical.
Nice.
And that'll do me.
And Ash, you're up.
Okay, since my weapon's already magic, I'm just gonna fire one at the closer one on Sandra.
Okie dokie. That is a hit for 13 damage. And Sandra. You've made some new friends yet again.
Yay! Wish I had a magic weapon. Sort of wish I brought my assault rifle, because that would
fuck some things up. But you would have then had to literally take an assault rifle past all of those SWAT.
That is true. Just, no, it's my makeup dispenser.
Oh yeah? Why, your lipstick's looking a little bit low. Oh, fuck.
Well, good thing I have DR.
Daka, daka, daka.
Oh shit, the one that's already damaged. I meant to tell you. Fine.
Okay.
Not like I do any actual damage.
Do you have the feat that allows you to shoot at people in melee without, getting bit?
Nope. I don't think I do. No.
Okay. You hit for no damage with your not magical gun, and are attacked twice, and possibly hit twice. 24 is the lowest there. Okay, cool. You take 7 damage and 8 damage, and you take 3 poison and 2 poison. You don't have to make another fort save. As they both give you a munch. Dr. Hunter.
Yeah. Oh boy. So, how close do you think I would have to be to throw something to Sandra?
To Sandra or at her? Like, if you want to throw it so that she has a chance of grabbing it, you probably have to be within, say, 20. And in a straight line, as opposed to, like, acting as though throwing against cover. If it's throwing at her, you can fucking huck anything at her at any time.
So, if I, say, moved up to here, where I'm pointing my arrow, that'd be good enough, yeah?
Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem.
Actually, Sandra might just have one of these as well, like most of us got one. Sandra, do you have one of those magic knives that we got?
Magic knife? God damn.
Oh god, you get to hold an M1911 and a fucking knife, you goddamn solid snake motherfucker.
Oh, I do have a +1 ghost knife.
Yeah, that would do full damage against these things.
Your strength's not piss 4, right?
It's 10. So
Not piss 4.
not completely fucked, yeah. Oh. Okay, that counts as a basic weapon. Please say yes.
Yeah? Yeah, anyone
Okay,
can use anyone can use a knife.
Okay, thank God. Because of his
You just like try and stab it and drop it. Oops, butterfingers.
It's a simple weapon, yes.
Okay, yeah. Because I can only use simple weapons and firearms. One of the two.
You can handle a
Spear or-
completely very complicated assault rifle or a stick. And sometimes the stick is sharp.
But you can't wield a sword.
Exactly.
Much like in real life, that takes actual training. But yes, so yeah, Sandra's already tooled.
Got
Yeah.
Dirk hat.
Yeah, in that case, can I stand here?
Yep.
Move up here and then, close range double tap this one. Only worry about the first attack. I don't have separate macros for single shot and,
Yep, that's fine.
no. 3d8 plus 1. Roll, oh well.
So it's the only first attack that goes off, actually?
Yeah.
Sad. Okay.
We're not playing 5e. You can't move and make multiple attacks.
It's true. It's so true. Let's see here. Is there like fucking anything that you have? So you have blade poison and bolt poison and 1,500 bucks and no spells. They don't really give a shit about the poison part. Let's see here. She
I
might.
do also have a ghost touch knife if she wants to grab it.
Yeah, she could use a magical sidearm right about now.
Yeah. It's just a +1 knife, so.
Yep, not a problem. Let's see here. What's the base damage of that knife? 1d4?
Yeah, base is d4.
Okay. Alright then. Yeah, she will accept your knife and move up. She'll probably do so against this wall here, so that she doesn't, like, immediately attract more attention. And do a stab. I'm going to just use the rapier button. 16 will hit. Wow! 2 damage! But it does hurt.
3 damage!
3 damage! Fuck you, thing! Alright, and this arachnid horror is gonna rush at you, Dr. Hunter.
Oh boy.
Nom.
Oh no.
Down! Bat spider.
I'm rolling real high on their attacks. And the damage. Does 25 hit you?
Not at all.
Alright. How high is your AC?
I'm not telling you. You'll buff them again, and we can't win that fight.
I am curious though. Let's see here.
It's 29.
29? Fucking A. No wonder these guys have high attack mods. Half of you are unfucking hittable.
Considering we can't, like, half of us can't do any
Right, I have a
damage to them.
26.
Yeah.
Mm.
Alright. 1 on Sandra, 1 on Shade. Oh boy. So, Sandra, I assume you take 0 physical damage and 3 poison?
Yeah.
Cool. Shade takes 11 damage and 2 poison and has to make a fort save.
Poor Shade.
Yeah, she's really not got health like you guys have health.
How much does she have?
40 something. And
Yeah,
I
well,
whiffed
to
it.
my
She
left.
is paralyzed.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, we're gonna double back after this fight.
If we can.
Mhm.
Christ.
Mahara, you're up.
Uh-oh. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to move up now. Actually, let's see. What are the rules for making a burst fire attack? I can't remember what they are.
I'm looking it up. Do you have advanced firearms proficiency?
No.
Kind of need that for first thought.
Yeah, if
I
you don't have
vaguely
that, it's a
remember
negative
that-
4.
I vaguely remember that being redacted by Scow last time. I remember
No,
using burst fire when we were in that
yeah.
building.
Yeah, that is redacted because it's fucking stupid. It's only necessary on a gun that only fires fully automatic. Because then it's like, it goes, you know, you actually have to legitimately be trying to squeeze out bursts from a gun that would happily fire far more bullets every turn.
So what is it to burst? What is the burst?
Auto-fire. Can set it on auto fire. Ah. So, you target a 10-foot by 10-foot area, and well, yeah. Target a 10-foot by 10-foot area and make an attack roll against defense 10. Every creature in the area must make a reflex save or take the weapon's damage. At least that's the rules as written.
That's for burst.
Oh no, that's
That's
auto
auto.
fire.
Yeah.
Which is why I never use it.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, burst fire. You minor penalty on the attack roll, which has been redacted, and you do 2 extra dice of damage. So a weapon that does 2d6 does 4d6.
Correct.
Okay. And it uses up a bunch of bullets.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay, so does an extra 2d6, you said?
Extra 2 dice. It depends what your dice
2 dice.
numbers are.
Alright, so since I'm only going to be using one gun for this, I'm going to be burst firing at this guy. I'm going to use an action point on that first one.
Sure.
16.
16 hits.
And 26 will hit, so it's 16 and 20 with the magic gun. His gun is magic.
It's magic. Alright. It feels that. It feels
You adjusted
36
for my gun
damage.
being magic, right?
Pardon me? Yes, I included your gun being magic.
Good.
Cool. Simon,
Okay.
you've been through this song and dance before. Your gun is now magic. However,
Yep.
this thing is in your face.
Yes. Now, if I move, it'll attack me.
If you
I
5-foot
shoot.
step, it won't, because it is a 3.5 alike.
Oh, right. The 5-foot step does not use up a move action, though, does it?
5-foot step
Correct.
is like a thing. Just a thing that you do. I don't know how best to describe it.
It's a unique type of action. It's closest to a free action, but it prohibits you taking any other movement. Not any other move action, but any other movement.
Right. So then, since it's not since it doesn't actually use the move action, I could use that move action to do like the exploit weakness. Then, since I use
Yes,
that
correct. Yes, you don't move at all with your move action when you do exploit weakness, because they never figured out how to name action economy in this game. So yeah, you
Right.
can 5-foot step, use your move action, big air quotes, to exploit weakness, and then shoot it.
Right. I just trying to make sure that it says like in case it used that action.
Yeah, no, it's weird. So yeah, you
Right.
can do that.
5-foot step.
Mhm.
We're gonna exploit weakness, and let's see here. There's the button, and then we're gonna shoot at it with the magic gun. Hopefully, do a little bit of damage.
Yep, and their weakness sure is exploited. Your gun sure does jam.
Well,
Good thing I have that repair skill I can use next turn on it.
Yep. Ash, you're up. You just saw him like go, I think I see a weak spot. Take aim and it's your go.
See, do I continue to focus fire on the one on Sandra, or do I hit this one now?
Well, it looks like it wants to try and savage the three of you, and it just found out it's very hard to hit Hunter.
Help
gonna take
Shade
my-
and Sandra. I have a plan.
Okay. And I will continue to. I will take a 5-foot step back
Sure.
and fire it. And fire at the one I was firing at before on Sandra.
Cool, go for it. Bonnie. Yay, look, you roll high on your gun's damage at last.
Yay!
I'm so used to that fucking sniper rifle being like, it's a sniper rifle, plank, 6 damage, and then someone's like, it's a little handgun, plank, 12 damage. No, look, there you go, you hurt it. You hurt it good. But I think you've seen these things die, so if their health bars aren't visible, you're allowed to see them this time around. Oh, they're
They
already
are.
visible. Okay. Good job. Sandra, you've made some friends.
I'll stab the one in front of. I keep shooting. I'll stab this one.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh wait, what's my BAB? That might be a thing I want to look up.
It's a
Yeah,
good.
because you could get multiple attacks.
Yeah, can you
just like-
stab this thing multiple times?
Say. Plus. The max it can go up to is 6, right?
Your BAB is 8.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you get a +8 and then a +3 attack, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Does it being magic give any bonuses to that?
+1.
To both attack and damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
Yep.
that's a miss.
Meant to be a 1d20.
Oh, okay. Right, yeah. Give that another go.
Yeah, I rolled
I was
almost
like,
max on
wait,
1d4.
yeah. Oh, that's a shame. You know you're gonna roll a 1 on the 1d4 next, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's a hit. And your second attack? Well, you can do the damage first and then the attack on grind.
Nah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do the next attack.
Sure, this is your +3, +1.
That's-
That's also a hit.
That was rolled at a +8 again.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
then that's a miss.
So that's a miss. Whoops.
And I assume bringing it up to an 11.
Nah, an 11 wouldn't do it.
1d4 plus 1.
Mm-hmm. 1d4 +2, haven't you got thingy on you?
Yeah,
Oh.
you're in range of prayer.
Cool, so
Okay.
that's 4 unresistible damage. Blink. I
1d
say blink, but now it's down to 60.
plus 2.
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, you don't get to roll it twice, I'm afraid. It took 4 instead of 3,
Oh,
though.
that's right. Sorry.
you don't get to
still
just
under
retry it.
Whoops. Sorry.
Okay. But yeah,
I'm used to this melee thing.
that's fine. You did more damage than shooting it with a gun, which probably makes you feel pretty badass. Dr. Hunter, you're up. There is a spoder in your face hole.
Okay, so, they only attack by biting, right?
You've only seen them attack by biting, but they have got very large claws. To be fair, it's labelled as just a natural attack, so it's probably just whatever the fuck they want to use to hit you with.
But would it be reasonable to think they can only inject venom via a bite?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Alright. So I'm going to quick draw an immovable rod and put it and just thrust that into its mouth. And turn
Okay.
it on.
Make a melee attack.
So this is a D20. Yeah.
20 plus strength plus BAB.
Yeah, my mighty +5.
It's a hit. He'll have to make a dex to, like, avoid getting this in its mouth, but you're going to at least stop it for a turn by jamming an immovable rod in the way. If it fails its dex save, then you get to fucking stick it.
Before you roll,
Yes.
will its dex save be opposing my attack roll?
No, its dex save will be a generic DC. Coincidentally, it's a DC of 16, so it's the same, but, you know.
It's just, if it was, I would be spending an action point to make it harder for the critter.
Yeah. Doesn't pass, alright, you managed to jam its mouth up with an immovable rod.
See? Plan.
It, like,
Wait,
gnaws
am I
and...
still deaf?
Yes, you're so deaf. Oh, I just
I-
realised
that's
you
the
gave her a
point, so-
vocal command before, didn't you? You probably did it by pointing.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, good job. You have a move action if you would like to take it. It can't technically follow you while it's got this thing in its fucking mouth.
So he'll say, "See, plan," and I'll be like gesturing in my ear, like,
to you, it just, well, it looks like he basically just tried fisting this thing's mouth. By the way, if you failed that attack action, then he was going to bite your hand and just poison you immediately, like, irreverse.
Yeah. I figured, but
No, it played out well. Yeah, sorry. Are you moving at all?
No.
Okie dokie. And on Shade's turn, she's paralyzed, and she's already failed the very first save, let alone the others, so she's paralyzed. Arachnid Horror. It has its mouth completely trapped, and is going to instead try and slash you, ignore the poison damage. Fucking, and of course I crit when I can't poison you. Some horse shit.
Is this a system where you damage, you double the total damage, or you roll?
You total damage instead of the dice. So
Okay.
You'll
20.
have to confirm though.
Oh, yeah. All right, you take 10. All right, Sandra, your two friends. 23 and a 29 to hit you. Well, sorry, 22 and 28.
The 28 hits.
Okay, you take 10 minus whatever, and your 1 poison damage. Oh yeah, sorry, at the end of your turn, can I have another fort save, please? You see if
shit.
you fluffed it.
Oh no. Come on, Sandra.
Don't fluff it.
You're fine. For now. There's no point in me keeping a track on her, she failed immediately. Mahara, you're up.
I'm making another 5-foot step.
Mm-hmm.
And burst fire.
Mm-hmm.
For another. Ooh.
41 damage.
I'm just gonna say these guys have a lot of hit points.
No more than Sandra has.
Sandra has
Sandra-
over
Sandra
100.
has a lot of hit points.
Yeah. She
And
also
she's not
doesn't
immune to
have
magic.
this much
She's not immune to
DR.
non-magical damage.
This is true.
She's just resistant.
It's
She has DR. These guys are just straight up like take like almost no damage from non-magic 10. They've got like DR 10.
correct.
That's a lot of DR.
It's DR10 magic, but by this level it's not hard to have the ability to produce magic. Alright, Simon.
Okay, so
Kill that one. It's almost down.
I mean, I don't think it's in my range. Plus, I still have to unjam my gun.
No.
Oh yeah.
No, it might be. Let's see.
It's
what's
40
the
foot. It's not hard. I mean, guns have range increments. You'd take a negative to hit them, but they've proven not hard to hit.
Yeah, it's just my range. Anyway, what type of action would it be to unjam my gun here? Would it just be like a bonus or complete
It is.
action?
There's no such thing as bonus actions. Don't be silly here.
Sorry.
You think you get
Yeah,
action
that's
econ? You think you get action
yeah.
economy? It is an action
No.
to do so.
All right then. Bang my gun. Let's fix it. Come on, Bonnie. I need you to work.
I don't think you can even fail. Your tech skill is real good, right?
Yeah, it's
your
pretty
your
decent.
nerd attribute. Let's have a look at your nerd attribute here.
Nerd attribute.
Yeah, your nerdliness.
He fluffed the roll and he still got an 18.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. That's gonna be fine. The DC to unjam a gun is like I think 11 maybe. It's it's higher if the
numbers.
yeah, it's like higher if the gun is complicated, but you have a pistol, right?
I have a Tech 9.
Tech 9. Oh, that's pretty techy, but it is still in the pistol family. So yeah, it's an 11.
It's a simple blowback submachine gun. It's really simple. It's
Well, I mean,
even simpler than
I know the
pistols.
Tech 9 is an SMG, but I believe in this it classes as an automatic pistol. So it's 12 DC. Oh no! It's still a pistol. Fire on this.
I passed that even on a 1.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you have a move action if you'd like to use it. Otherwise, it'll be Ash's turn.
Yeah, let's move back a little bit. That seems like a smart idea.
Good move, Immortal Vampire. Ash, you're up.
Yeah, fuck you. Okay, well, so I might as well just kill the one on that's nearly dead.
Yep. That's a hit for 12. Nice. Bang. It is really fucking feeling it now.
One of these days we'll fight something lawful evil, and then you'll all be sorry.
Or lawful anything. You could shoot cops.
I know.
Your gun is really good at shooting cops. Sandra,
I mean-
you're up.
Not unless they're corrupt.
Yeah, but we're in the UK. We're alright.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, they are, but we're not in London in the UK. So we're alright.
Decisions. There's the one that's almost down.
Yep.
And then there's one. Let's
Where
hope
are we
it-
Finish
right
him.
Let's face it, unless you hit both times, you probably can't drop the one that's wounded. Whereas you could start chipping away at the healthier one and let someone else just finish the wounded one.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Not that I should be giving
Yeah.
you advices on action economy, but whatever.
Did I kill the one that I fired at?
No, it is on that health now. It is very close to death. That's a hit. And then it is... That's a miss. You're not used to that, like, action movie double swipe.
No.
And then, yeah. That's 4 damage.
Yeah.
Blink. Still, it is damage. Dr. Hunter.
Wait, I've been getting blessed, haven't I?
Yep.
Yeah, that's prayer.
Been throwing
which
that in
is slightly
for now? 'Cause
better.
I haven't been.
I have now.
Okay, cool.
It's still kicking. I forgot about that though, my bad.
Sorry, I'm not throwing that in my macros.
Yeah, it's fine. So, on one hand, I want to 5-foot step away. On the other, I want Fury, but if I do, it might spend the time just pulling itself off of the rod and coming and attacking us. So,
A possibility.
It's a strength 30 to move the immovable rod.
To move it, yes, but it's actually just stuck in its mouth, so what it has to do is try and extricate its face, which is easier than moving the immovable rod.
True.
still difficult, but
It is still difficult, because it's in its mouth. You succeeded and it failed. If you succeeded and it succeeded, it would have gotten free after that turn of clawing at you, but it didn't. So it's still stuck there until it makes a check.
It was a very high risk, high reward maneuver.
Yes, because you would have been otherwise unhittable and feeding it your hand for poisoning.
it's fine. It's fine. You know, I have enough hit points and healing. Oh, and a regeneration. I can just take pause for a while. So, from here, can I see the more injured one?
Not really, no.
So it's gonna get an attack of opportunity on me, and I'm gonna shoot the one that's next to Shade.
Sure thing. Who I'm taking for turn order now because she's just paralyzed for this fight. It's a straight minute of paralyzation. You don't have the means to fix that.
Are you waiting for me to press my attack macro? Because I'm
Yes.
waiting for you to press its attack.
Its attack macro? Well, it's not only meant to react with its claw. I think you still get your shot off first, actually, unless it's not like 3.5. You shoot and then it swings.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's not the same. It's not the same as 3.5. Or I think Pathfinder. Pathfinder probably does it that way as well, but it's not the same as those. You get your shot off and then it swings.
Okay. And yeah, double tap. Both of these attacks will go off. I'll just press the button again to roll to confirm that crit.
Yeah, sure. You confirm the crit?
That's a 20.
Yeah. It takes a swing at you, which fails to
misses.
hit. But yeah, you deal, what is that, 30 damage, and then the second one misses.
32 damage.
32,
I
sorry.
also haven't put prayer into my macros.
That is fine. That is a resounding blow. Alright, this arachnid horror Let's see here. Do you want to try and get your face free? I mean, you haven't been injured, so you don't feel threatened, but you also can't hurt this guy. Oh, we'll give it a D2. It'll try and get free on a 1. Alright, it's going to swipe at you. And fail. The other one, gonna try and bite Sandra and bite Sandra. Jesus, I can roll the 28s and 29s and shit against you. Poor Bobo. I think 15 doesn't hit you, though.
No.
Alright, so you take 9 minus your DR and 2 damage.
It's 2, that's -4.
And then it is Mihira's turn. Are you nearly out of triple digits?
Nearly.
Oh no.
Christ almighty.
See, fucking doesn't worry about shit.
They're just wailing over
You have taken 12 attacks and you're still in triple digits.
You
It
say
does
that.
sort of help that you've been forgetting to make Sandra roll her saves.
Oh, I forgot again, didn't I? Fort save again, please.
Yeah.
To be fair, she's also epically hard to poison.
This is true, but
She's fine again.
she might roll a 1. And then
I'm
it's
gonna
just
miss
Even
another
okay,
5 foot.
so even if she rolled a 1, she still would have made save number 1 and save number 2.
Could I aim
Oh.
at this one too, or is it behind the rocks?
That one is still behind the rocks when you're stood there, I'm afraid. Nat ones don't apply to saves.
Are you sure?
I'm not.
I'm sure,
going
just like
to
crits don't apply to
burst
saves in this.
fire. I'm not gonna burst fire this one because
Yeah, that would just be a big old waste of ammo. You can
yeah.
double check for me, Maz, in case I'm misremembering, but I'm pretty sure nat ones don't apply to saves in this because I don't think crits do either. Maybe they do. Yeah, no, I'm second guessing myself. You fucking really?
I think that first one's gonna take it down. 'Cause I get to. It's 14 because I'm not gonna hit. If it dies, I can't aim at anything else. So.
I mean, you have to roll to
confirm.
crit.
Oh right, I have to roll to confirm.
Yeah, it's 3.5. We have to confirm crits still.
It's dead.
I will actually try to. Okay.
The AC is 15.
Oh, okay.
You've been hitting it reliably every
Alright.
single shot. It is so hard for you to miss, even with negatives on it. You even left the -2s on those. just lighting these fuckers up.
Oh yeah, that's from
Dual wielding, and you've been single firing.
Oh yeah. Well, this gun's almost out of ammo now.
This is
so
true.
I need to slap another mag in there pretty soon. What's the reloading rules again? I can't remember. I've never actually had to reload.
Depends on the gun.
I just dump my gun on the ground and pull out a new gun.
I'm pretty sure it's all in action unless you have the quick reload feat.
That does sound correct.
Yeah.
It's a standard action to reload guns, unless indeed you are a quick reloader. Or you have a gun with an autoloader in it, which is very few things, because the guns in this game were built a long time ago.
And box magazines help.
Yep.
They decrease the time as well.
Well, yeah, I mean, they decrease it to a standard. If you don't have a box mag, then you can't fucking reload your gun in any kind of reasonable time. Once the 20s do apply,
Yeah.
as in, so crit fails and crit 20s do work.
Yep.
Okay.
On attacks and saving throws.
I'll be damned. Attacks and
Well-
saves. Okay, so yeah, I mean, okay, so she has to nat 1 to fail. And if she gets a 2, then she can succeed at 3 separate checks. It's so hard for her to fucking fluff it. But yeah, Simon, you're up.
Okay. Well, let's 5-foot step down here because I can't have a clear line of vision on this guy otherwise, and then we'll attack.
Sure. Miss. Ash, you're up.
All right. Let's fire at the let's fire at the other one near Sandra.
Sure thing. Yeah, hit. For a really solid 13 again. This thing is
14.
like 14 even. It is once again on death's door.
Reloading a firearm with an already filled magazine or a speed loader is a move action.
Ooh, look at you.
it's
So it's
pet
a move.
store.
So yeah, you could just be wait, you use 2 guns, right? If you want to reload them both, that is going to be in.
Well, I'm only using one gun.
Oh.
So I can only magic weapon one gun.
That's a very good point. Yeah, it's not like your fairy version of magic weapon, which is a double.
Yeah.
You know what? Stay next to me next fight. I will magic weapon your other gun.
Yes.
How long is
I mean,
magic
I'm
weapon?
sure Sandra would appreciate a magic gun as well, because she's been
Yeah,
firing a
give
pistol and
Sandra-
jabbing at this thing with a knife for 1d4 plus 2. Sandra, speaking of, you're up.
Yay.
Hopefully we won't have any to deal with any more of these fucking magic DR bullshit guys.
Is there any way to roll this twice? What's it?
What way, sorry?
+1. Have it.
I mean, I just tend to make a macro where I could just copy-paste it multiple times.
I mean, otherwise the other option to deal damage to these guys is to just hose them down with bullets and burst fire them.
Yep.
I mean,
That's the usual Sandra plan. An assault rifle will ignore an awful lot of DR by, like, courtesy of firing hard.
oh no, 10 damage didn't go through. Too bad the other 20 did.
Oh, this thing is only really armed properly by cold iron. Doesn't matter, this person's got an M14A11. Yeah, that hits.
What about an
Both of those
AA-12
hit.
firing slugs?
Yeah, an AA-12 firing slugs will also fuck someone's day up incredibly hard. Although, to be fair, an AA-12 firing buck is a more hilarious concept because it will cut holes in walls.
It's true. It's a lot of lead balls going everywhere.
Ooh, you might have had like 2 rounds of it left because they moved 4-5 times. Oh no, because you spent at least a minute waiting for everyone to get through their saves, didn't you?
Yeah, but it was less than a minute of fight, minute of waiting for saves. I would still have had the magic weapon going now.
Oh well, yeah, it's too late. But okay. You deal 3 damage. That'll fucking show him. And then again, you hit twice and 6. Oh no, it's on 1 health.
No.
Oh, it's so sad. Tragic fate. Dr. Hunter, you're up. There's a dude in your face.
Yeah.
He wants all in on your tasty face meats.
I mean, I don't especially mind. He's not a very effective dude.
I have to roll so high to hit you with him.
Yeah. Do I try to finish that guy off, or do I recast prayer because it finishes off at the end of this turn?
I'd pee really bad. I'm full of like 3 pints of lemonade and whiskey.
Ah, so jealous.
If it's just going to be this guy, I think we can take him. So I'm going to take the OP and double tap the other one.
Okie dokie. And it crit fails to hit you. And yeah, you kill that thing super fucking dead.
Oh, we forgot something, Scow.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
42.
of course, please.
Oh no!
Oh my god!
Oh.
You rolled a 2! And this is the third... Okay, so 14 was 1, 15, 16...
Roll an action point?
Am I paranoid?
I haven't
Yeah,
said I haven't said what happens, so if you roll
I'm
it,
gonna roll up.
you pass. You only need a 1 to make it up higher.
I was still saying.
Victory within her grasp, and you took it from her.
Yeah, I was like, ugh, I hadn't taken it, and you were about to say action point, so sure, go ahead. You spend an action point, you get the lowest on the dice, you pass. Everything is fine. Everything is awesome.
After I've shot that one, and this one has just gagged itself further onto the immovable rod, I'll say in Sylvan, I don't know if you're intelligent, but if you are, now is the time to reconsider your life choices.
A moment while I check Arcana. It does not understand language. It has a hunting animals stat block, so it will make smart combat-based decisions, but it is not capable of conversation, persuasion checks. Intimidations are only a natural facet of its being a nasty, scary monster, but otherwise that's about it. So yes, no, I'm afraid it won't take persuasion, although it is a pack hunter and makes smart combat decisions. Its face is trapped and you're saying things at it, but it probably is going to try and... It's more of a fighter than a flighter in this kind of situation where it looks like death is inevitable for it.
It makes the equivalent of angry barking back.
Yeah. And it is going to try and extricate itself. Why did I do this with 20? No, it actually wants to extricate itself. It's 16. Oh no, it's 16. Fuck. Alright, it's stuck there still. And then I believe if they try and move with the rod, they can get a whole 5 feet, if I remember rightly. Or is it a strength check to even do that?
I think you took the rod from the Pathfinder SRD?
Correct.
Yeah. If you succeed on a DC 30 strength check, you can move up to 10 feet. You can't move at all.
It can't pass.
otherwise.
Yeah, it can't pass that. So that's its turn. And I'll be right back. I really need to pee.
Okay.
And to also fetch a drink, so you guys can all go do the same.
Oh, okay. Well, I've been sitting here eating most of the time anyway. I don't know if you guys got some turkey, which is more succulent than it was yesterday.
So I guess it's my turn now.
I mean, yes, but Scout's currently away, so.
Ooh.
Also, in other news, I'm down to 1 level 1 spell for the day.
I have no spells because I'm only allowed one.
I still have a decent number.
I have plenty of bullets.
I'm the equivalent of a martial class. I've got plenty of bullets too.
I've got 2 first level cures and all of my second level spells.
I keep forgetting to keep track of my ammo.
That's why I've just gotten the red bar.
I should just give Shade my drugged crossbow.
I mean,
That
it
was
couldn't
shit.
hurt.
That way she can have a
Yeah, I need to
another weapon.
reload.
And the best part about that weapon is that it doesn't really, the damage isn't really the use of it, it's the fucking drugs.
Yes, yes. We need to make super drugs for that thing eventually.
The super
Super
drugs.
Yes.
How long is this spider venom going to stay potent? It's 24 hours, right?
8 days.
8? Oh, that's more than enough time to do experiments on it.
I return.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to experiment on that venom like after we do this cure stuff. Maybe how to make a synthetic version of it.
Are you going to try and harvest it before it slips away into the shadow?
I mean, after we kill them, yes, I will.
Okay, cool.
Shade already grabbed some of it too.
Yes, Shade did. She yanked some fangs and some venom sacs before the rest of it could desiccate, so she has some already.
So it's my turn now? Frozen one.
Yes. I can't even make a fucking strength check to get away, so go for it.
5 foot. No, I can't see anything still, so I'm just gonna run. Let me see.
You can see it, but it still has cover against you, and you've only moved. You've only moved 25 though. You can. There you go.
I got 1 attack.
Yup.
Oh, shade. Pout. And shoot.
I believe when you're doing it, that it's just the 1 attack. Yeah.
Yeah.
24 hits for 10. And yes, Shade is stood there, very much paralyzed. Simon Rossi.
All right. Third time's the charm. Let's see if I can actually do any damage this fight.
Yeah. Blank. Tech 9. I'm surprised that you're fighting the Tech 9 normal style. Doesn't the Tech 9 have an auto trigger?
I believe it has a burst, but I don't have anything to really do that, so I'm just doing the 1 bullet at a time thing.
Okay.
It's already been said today, Hamsal, that you don't need the burst fire feat to burst fire with a gun that has a burst mode.
Right. That just takes up more bullets and adds on 2 damage dice, doesn't it?
Correct, yes. 2
Yeah.
damage dice, and there is a, what was it, -2?
Yeah, -2 to hit.
Alright, then I'll make another weapon with that then. I'll make another addition to my already growing list.
Your burgeoning weapons list. Okay, cool. Ash, you're up.
I'm gonna reload.
Ah. Okay. And then do you shoot?
Yes. It's a
Cool.
move action. Right.
It is a move action to reload, yes. It's well sought out.
So I'm gonna shoot the only one left alive.
Yep. There it is. There's that 6 again. That little I'm not firing a sniper rifle really plink.
Jeez.
This is why it needs more base damage.
I mean, like, 2d10 is such a huge fucking thing. It's just that frankly, it would be better spent having, like, indeed, as you say, like, as a weapon size goes up, the additional modifier goes up as opposed to the dice. Although both could go up, of course. Like, the difference between an assault rifle and a sniper rifle should still be in d8s, but a sniper rifle gets the initial higher damage because it's highly likely you're firing a not too dissimilar caliber.
I hate the guns in this game don't have any base damage.
They don't. They have fuck all.
I know. If I'm tempted to make this 5e, and I'm tempted to make guns better.
The guns are a complicated thing to try and do.
I'm thinking lower damage dice, but an actual base value.
Yeah,
This is ridiculous.
exactly.
I mean, that's what my freaking M14 uses. Well, it's 30-06. But that.
Is it those? I thought the M14 was 5.56.
No, the M14 fires 308.
Oh yeah.
My favorite caliber,
We-
arbitrarily.
Yeah, which is the 762 NATO, which most sniper weapons use. The Arctic Warfare doesn't. It uses a bigger one.
That uses
Arctic Warfare, that's
4.4.
No, it's 338, I think.
Ah, lovely arbitrary numbers. Yeah, for some reason, arbitrarily, indeed, the 308 is my favorite caliber.
Yeah, so I'm using a 762.
Yeah. Yeah, Sandra, you're up. You're surprisingly unparalyzed, although Shade's in a relatively compromising position.
Oh. Like, come here, bitch. Is there Is there anything special for charging?
Yeah, just like in Pathfinder +1/+1, but it has to be in a straight line and there's a shade in the way, so you'd have to have wormed around it.
Okay. So she does count as...
Yeah,
So.
she might not usually, but she's paralyzed, so she can't move out of the way for you.
Oh, is she paralyzed standing like straight up?
Basically, yes.
Oh. Well.
Her muscles have locked and she's frozen. If she was pushed, then she would fall over and be stuck there on her side like a brick.
No, that sounds both painful and...
Pretty
not
rude,
nice.
frankly.
Yeah.
She would just break her nose on the ground, unable to stop her own fall.
And I assume that's a miss.
That doesn't miss, and you don't get a second attack since you moved.
Yep.
Dr.
Also,
Hunter!
that extra +1 is off. Prayer has run out. Since there's a Sandra here, can I 5-foot step to here?
Yeah.
Alright, 5-foot step, and I'll just pump lead into it.
Hitting the hit. I can't remember, was your weapon magic or not?
No.
Blank. Alright, that's its go. Hey, Sandra. It's gonna try. Probably not hit you.
18? Nope.
Cool. At this point, I don't think it can stop you. By the way, give me like 4 fort saves. In fact, it doesn't matter. You'll get paralyzed, but there won't be a threat. This thing can't beat you. It's on its own, and it will take a long time to kill, on the other hand. Blah.
I'm gonna go.
At the last moment, there's no point saving. You'll just get paralyzed and then recover.
Okay.
Yeah, you get paralyzed at the last moment, but then roughly at the same time, you and Shade start to regain mobility.
I would go over and make sure Shade does not fall over until she recovers.
Yeah, I imagine that you bumble over, and the first thing you do is nearly knock her over before rewriting her again. And no, this is not D&D 5e, this is a D20 Modern Urban Arcana. Very old system, based on the 3.5 system, but modernized, what with guns and monsters and shadow and magic still, because it's better than standard D20 Modern. Yeah, you guys perform admirably.
Let's get some poison out of these. I assume craft chemical.
It's survival. You're harvesting out of a creature. That's not a chemist. Chemists are not trained to milk scorpions and stuff usually.
Well, someone else should probably do this then.
I'll give it a shot.
Anything's better than my -1.
Yeah, all right. You are able to harvest both the venom glands in this thing. Especially since it couldn't really do much biting, it's been held there. In fact, when it died, it's still like hanging from the immovable rod head first, so it's just teeth are waiting for you to get at them.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, you're able to harvest a couple more in its venom sacs. The sacs themselves are tender, I suppose. Like, it is quite easy to force venom out of them, and now they've been harvested out of the beast until, you figure out how to synthesize it. That's the amount of poison is all you've got.
What, 2 venom sacs?
Yep, there are 2 per creature. The survival check to get it out is 20. Just so you're warned, failure will involve poisoning yourself, which is quite funny.
Okay, at this point I'll put 2. Put it in current party loot for just to have.
Yep, sounds good to me.
Let me see, I'll make... there's 2 more here, might as well.
She insists she can get one for you because she's a poison specialist, and so she doesn't pose the risk of poisoning herself, and she can keep trying until she succeeds. Alright, you pull out another one. You can choose to ignore and pull out the third anyway.
No, I do one. I do one, let her do the other.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, put 6 in the party loot.
6. 6 poison sacks from arachnid.
Horrors.
Okay, about to put abominations.
I mean, a cool name. I'll have to make one that's just like a Cronenberg of all of them smashed together and call it the Arachnid Abomination now, though. Hope you're aware.
Oh
Oh
no.
no.
Cronenberg.
Yep.
So, do
On-
we
on to the-
continue?
I mean, if we stop now, there's a chance that the person who did all this will get away with all the children and the like.
Assuming there's only one way out of here, then they're still trapped in their little room, hoping that we died to spiders.
It's certainly possible. We're just running on a time limit now, though.
We have about 23 hours.
I'm confident I can torture someone in 23 hours.
Alright then.
Well, we need to make it to the
Yeah.
hospital, so make it 22 hours.
21.
21, just to be safe.
Yes.
You are in the middle of a fucking field, essentially. Foresty bit.
Let's go with 20.
20 hours.
Yeah, that's a lot safer.
Yes.
Have to get back to
Probably
the parking
best
lot.
not to
and then-
risking. Probably best not to risk some drunkard causing an accident on the motorway.
I mean, alright, yeah. What do you guys do next?
Up to you guys. if
Is-
you-
Is Ash's hearing back yet?
Ash, make me a fort save.
A fort save. Got it.
Yep. No.
Nope.
I thought I missed the first time.
No. You're still quite morptastic. It's,
Oh, great.
like looking her over, Dr. Hunter, you can see just like her ears are bleeding.
It's my worst save.
Would a lesser restoration fix her ears?
Yes.
I'll just pop my one of those on her.
You can
You
hear her
don't have any
again.
kind of like
No,
magic that can that can get rid of the poison, can you?
I would have to be a much more accomplished divine caster to have cure poison or cure disease.
Oh well.
So we saw what was up here.
Indeed,
Right.
the other spiders that came down and fought you the first time. Down there was trapped, and down there was 3 dudes, which you then fought.
Hold on,
You know
Mahi,
what?
there's runes on the floor here if we're continuing.
Okay.
If you mean by these runes, these ones here were to dissuade creatures from trying to pass them, aka keep the spiders from walking into, like, here.
So yeah, so they were like the other one that we saw earlier then.
Yeah.
Yeah, to
Okay,
keep the
just
spiders
thought to
contained.
make sure real quick in case there's something with them.
Oh,
Okay, go ahead.
$17 blech.
I mean, to be fair, there's no way they don't know you're there.
Well, that's true. Well, they might think we died.
Sandra, Shade, before we carry on, would either of you like any healing?
Shade will look sidelong and nod an affirmative.
Oh yes, before I go, I'm gonna give Shade my crossbow.
She will accept it. Turn it over in her hands, rack it back. Is it magical at all?
No, it's not magic, but it's filled with like drugged crossbow bolts.
Get some good drugs, maybe get magic off of those.
You don't want to make her more magical. Let's have a look
Well,
here. What's the
It'd be very
effect?
disorienting.
Sandra does, but
Yeah.
that can wait till later.
Let's see here. What type of poison was hers? Hers itself does dazing, and she gets to shoot twice when she's using because it's twin crossbow. So I think she'll stick with her ones most likely.
Okay.
Yeah, she'll thanks but no thanks. She's happy with her doubles as long as it's not more poison immune stuff. Then she's confident in her ability.
Okay.
You know, Shade, one day I should make you more poisonous kind of stuff.
She won't turn it down.
Sandra, how badly did they get you?
Let me see.
Fucking 105 goddamn hit points left. She's
Forgot.
fine. She's fine.
They scratched her up a few times.
Hmm. I
I
have a
mean-
cure light wounds.
Plus 11.
That's nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's.
When you
Well,
look around with your
Whoa.
special.
You know, I'm actually gonna use like detect magic as well,
Okay.
Uh,
just to see if there's any more of those traps around.
Sure. You can see very clearly where one went off. There's like a still splintering in the wall and like an ethereal magical outline, such as it were. You don't detect any more here in particular, although your actual like special eyes will see that there is definitely heat coming from up ahead, as in, probably a lived-in space that is generating heat somehow. That's all you can glean from this corner that you're in.
And go over to Simon. I can detecting heat from behind this wall over this way.
So you think that there might be someone in there then?
Could be. Or where someone has been living.
Hmm. Then maybe we should advance. Let's get the rest of them and head forward. Keep your detect magic on for anything and all kind of things. Keep that active at all times.
Sure.
Don't want no kind of runic traps or any spells going off like that.
Alright, feel free to advance.
Yeah, let's keep going then, I guess. Follow me, I'll lead the way.
I'll lead the way.
Are you sure, Simon?
Well, I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
They cut your head off, stake you in the heart, and burn your body to ash? And it's theoretically possible.
Yeah, when you put it that way, that is pretty much the worst that could happen.
That's you moving up as well.
Yeah, sir. I just forgot to tell you I got up for pie.
Ah, pie. You know what? After this, I'm gonna put an apple crumble in the oven.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Oh, nice.
Mm.
I am jealous.
It's homemade too.
Mmm.
It's pumpkin pie because it's Thanksgiving, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the biggest fan of pumpkin, though.
We had apple pie yesterday.
No, I'm suddenly
Yeah.
getting messages from my brother in Japan. Like, set that to stop blipping me. There we go. Cool.
Or are you gonna be moved to another map?
No, you won't be moved to another map. Alright, up here you can see that there is a gate. There's a little gate, there's a little swingy bar there for it to, get opened up into without smashing into the wall. It looks like it's been drilled into the floor here, like, semi-recently.
Hmm.
There's a little fence post, a little padlock on it.
Well,
And you can see that there is, just about make out that there is light coming from up ahead as well.
Alright, well, first off, let's detect magic in the area and make sure there's no traps or something like that there.
You've still got Mahira's detect magic. There is no magic currently in this area that's as far as considered a mundane lock.
No magic.
Okay. Let's see. Spot to see if there's any kind of tripwires or traps or anything like that.
Sure, give
Might
it a
be
go.
a good idea.
What now, my hero?
That might be a good idea.
Baby, baby, don't you lose my number.
Huh?
Are you rolling as well?
Yeah, sure. No, there's no traps. It's fine.
Okay. You detect no traps.
Nothing. Looks
No.
fine.
All right then, let's go on ahead. And you said that the door had a lock on it?
Yep,
Yeah.
simple padlock. However,
Okay.
you can see through it. It's not exactly a straight, flat wall of a door. It is a gate, so you can see over it and into the room. There is a woman stood by a fireplace, and she blinks slowly as you step into view.
Well, there's someone in there, so shall we burst in? Ready to go, guys?
I believe it's locked.
Tempted to just
Hold
shoot the
on,
wall.
hold on
That
just
works
a
in movies,
second.
right?
What was that about being locked?
The lock pops open. Awkwardly enough, the door opens, like, outwards towards you guys, so you have to sort of then, like, wiggle it around past you, kind of ruin your dramatic entry, but,
Why can't it be an inner swinging door?
Yeah. But yes, you are able to open the door. I will shifty it. Oh god, don't move the whole wall itself. Just gonna fucking move it out of the way. Okay. And there she is. She's watching you slowly. You can see that her hand is rested on a book. She's holding it. She's stood by a fire. It smells like stew around here, like actual food, maybe even homely. There's a soft chugging sound from a little petrol generator coming from deeper into the room. And there's indeed, she is watching you, waiting for you to say anything to her.
All right. Well, I'll step in a little bit. Say,
Let's go.
yeah. Now, we don't want to have to do anything drastic here. We just want to do a little bit of justice. Just tell us where the
So,
kids are, hand
yeah,
them
about
over,
those
turn
kids. Where
yourself
are
in,
they?
and everything will be fine.
She slowly trails a finger across one painted lip. I think you're a bit too late. There's no children left to be taken.
So then you've used them up. You have killed them in some way?
Oh, heavens, no. No, 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 no. And she'll begin, like, walking deeper into her room and, like, peeking around here. And then when she does return, she does so with a bunny in her arms. It makes a snuffly bunny noise. This is one of them right here.
I'm gonna have to ask you to put them back.
Gonna have to ask you to turn them back as well.
She'll pause slowly. But they're much more peaceful as bunnies. They aren't aware, of course, that their parents have passed. Far happier existence as an adorable little bun, wouldn't you say? And then she will hold it up to her nose and it will nuzzle at her and she'll return it to her arms.
Much shorter.
Of course, but have you seen this world? A shorter life isn't all that bad, things considered. They get to live them out in warmth and comfort, and I have my little companions here. Although I take it you've destroyed my pets, which is most distressing.
Yes, we've gotten rid of those menaces should they have ever escaped your control and confinement.
I should have gone for more, refined golems instead. Those things, they have upkeep, they eat. Terrible.
Indeed.
I suppose I should ask why the hell you wanted to do this.
Why? Because I'm a witch! She will
Seems
smile
like a
toothily.
that seems like a very bad. That seems like a pretty bad motivation.
And I'm a wizard, but I don't do
I
this
mean,
kind
I'm a
of things.
fairy.
And you're a fairy! Excellent! Well, I mean, this is perfect. Where's the Shining Prince then?
Well, yeah, you see, you kind of pissed off all my little underlings with your spiders, so I'm gonna have to do something about you two now.
Well, so is this spell, was
Yeah.
it a potion or a spell that turned them into a bunny?
Are you asking her?
Yes.
Why would I tell you that? Not the Shining Prince. I should probably tell the wizard, but the wizard should know. They're wise. They're always supposed to know.
We'll let
It
the
was
art.
definitely a spell.
We'll let
Something
the
out my
big
range
wigs
now.
sort out the bunny rabbits afterwards.
Hold on. You said something about a shining prince.
But of
What
course.
is that?
Well, I mean, okay, I understand I don't have the damsels, I don't have the gingerbread house, but I'm making my inroads, I've started.
I mean, Simon could beat the prince. He's kind of a handsome vampire.
The wise wizard can't beat the prince. It's not how stories go.
Come now, you haven't heard of the wizard
Oh,
prince?
what about Dr. Hunter? Or maybe Shade?
I
You guys could be
mean,
princes. I think Shade would look good in a suit.
she'll scowl at that, but the witch will...
Scowl and blush.
Yeah, of course, the both. She'll look to Hunter. Oh, I suppose he's got the long hair. They're not quite rugged flowing locks, though. I don't know. And if this is the best you can do, I mean, I haven't found the damsel yet to finish the story. You sure you couldn't come back later?
The
No, I'm
story.
afraid we have to do this now.
So this is all one big fairy tale to you then?
It's a big fairy tale to everyone, sweetie.
See.
You know, how I remember those stories, it was the little damsel that ended up being transformed and hunted by a witch. To be like that little bunny you're holding.
Whoever heard of having 5 damsels, though? And she'll, like, rub the bunny's head. 1 second, I'll go put him down. If you attempt to tussle, I suppose we don't want to get one of them hurt. And she'll, like, lean over the top of a little pen and pop the bunny in. And you can hear, like, a lot of like, a little bunch of extra bunnies wander back over again.
41 extra, 40. What it is 40 nights, wasn't it? 41 Arabian Nights.
She'll pout and pat her book gently. Now, it looks like you're about to attempt combat with myself, but surely this is dramatic. This isn't right at all. No. Please take a seat. I can make preparations for us. It'll be great.
No, we'd rather not have to do combat with you. Rather, isn't it more dramatic to talk down the villain and make them change their ways, rather than a simple fight?
That never happened in the tales. The dead witch is supposed to be disemboweled after being thrown to the jaws of the demons by the prince that rescues the maiden fair. Or any such other things, maybe thrown into an oven and cooked after eating both of the children. But I haven't eaten any children, at least not yet, no. No,
Do you
this
have
is
any
all
iron
wrong.
slippers? I mean, with this fire, we can heat them up for you.
That would be something, I guess, but you'd have to get me into
What-
them in the first place. I'm not a big fan of that one.
What about locking you in a tall, dark tower?
That's... You see, I did that. Well, it wasn't tall. Maybe it's the tallness that wasn't quite right, because it wasn't tall. But I was locked away already before, and
What
it
about a
didn't
deep,
feel...
dark cellar instead?
Oh, deep dark cellar could work, yes. And she'll, like, rub her chin gently.
Why don't we just throw water on you?
That doesn't work, I've tried. Well, I
No.
didn't try. Someone else tried. It didn't work.
I see, so you're no Wicked Witch of the West then.
No. Strictly fairy tales, not animated cinema.
Well,
No,
But that
that
does
was
come from
why-
a book first in a fairy tale.
But
After
it
all,
wasn't
all
written
good
by the
adaptions.
brothers. And they're the best at it.
Ah,
Oh, the Brothers Grimm, you think, then?
Absolutely.
And if we're going by them, then... Well, really, you ought to be eaten and torn to shreds by the little rabbits.
that was the
Yes,
one
I
with the hunter.
suppose. I didn't really make them vicious enough. It turns out that after you polymorph people into bunnies, they don't They don't really get that kind of murderous instinct. They're actually just quite adorable. A bit of a misplay on my part. Should have turned them into badgers, maybe. Stoats.
Why don't you show Simon how you did it? And he can help you refine your spell. He's quite good at those.
Please, my
Indeed.
darling, I'm unhinged, but I'm not an idiot. I'm not going to give away the magic of it all. As I said, it's the wise wizard. He should know already. And if he doesn't know, it shouldn't be hard to figure out.
But
But
you've
there's the joy
already
of
given
it.
away the magic of the story. We're discussing plot points. What greater magic is there than that?
We're not going to keep breaking the fourth wall any longer. If you're not going to initiate dark magical combat or try to lock me away in a tower, I suppose I could walk off and try and make that gingerbread house I've been planning.
We could just cook her.
Very well
Oh,
then.
yes,
And
maybe.
how about this, so? It'd be one trade secret to another. After all, great magicians and witches must be of the sharing kind, after all.
Well, I mean, if I were traditional and royal, perhaps, but no, I'm a dark witch from the middle of the forest. That doesn't work. That doesn't sound right at all.
Ah, I see. Well, then you leave me one option.
Alright, she will try to escape. Reflex save.
I suppose I'll have to fire a crossbow bolt or two at her.
Alright, she is blasted for 5 fire. You had your weapon racked, so you can do the same before initiative.
Guess I'll just shoot once.
You hit.
That's not the point, though. The damage is not the point. It's the LSD. Want to make this bitch high as a kite?
No, I'm afraid not.
Aww.
She yanks out of her arm before it properly sinks her load in. You swear her pupils like just engorgify until they're most of her face, but otherwise she doesn't seem to entirely lose her shit like you've come to expect.
Oh, you'll succumb to that eventually.
Eventually isn't now, and you've been very rude. Well,
Yeah, well, you.
in order to get a
Honestly,
prince
you
and
didn't have
her...
to punch a kid.
Yes, well, in order to get a prince and his captains to come, then obviously you have to defeat a few foul adventurers. She'll rub her hands together.
Are we the foul ones now? After all, we're the heroes of the story. You're the wicked
If you
witch.
continue to try and test words with her, she'll get a chance to blast you with magic. Would everyone else please jump into the turn order?
Trying to find the initiative macro. Well, I got my own initiative macro. I'm trying to find it on the sheet.
Combat. Right at the top left of combat.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Ha.
Aww,
Fucking
Sandra.
beep ass boop.
Beep boop.
Oh, there goes my cunning plan.
What was your cunning plan?
My spine.
Mm.
I could just nullify all the magic in a 30-foot radius.
Ooh, this would be a perfect time for me to try and deep freeze her. I haven't done that to someone yet.
Friga. Alright, is that everyone?
That is exactly the magic word I will shout.
Ash, you're up.
We're firing?
Yep.
Okay, I fire at her then.
Sweet. Alright. What was your AC, Medea? 15? That ain't great.
That was me fluffing a roll too.
I know, right? She's no arachnid horror.
And I assume she.
She is
I
she is chaotic
Yeah.
neutral to the core.
Oh,
yeah, I noticed that.
Let's see here. She will cast haste on herself and then blast someone with magic missiles. And let's go with the...
Can you do that?
She can, but it's not naturally magic missiles. She has a spellbook, but her block is like weird shit. It's basically just all she does is throw magic missiles. It's very strange.
I see.
But you came to this adventure too early for her to have the rest of her little legion in place. Otherwise, trying to fight her in here with like a squadron of things would have been probably quite dangerous. In this case, I think you're going to handily dismantle this bitch. But yeah, she hastes and she will drop magic missiles on Hunter.
Oh, not gonna try and hit the guy that burned her.
Nope.
Or the
You
or
tickled
the
her for all of
entire-
5 damage and he said he's the prince. It is wrong.
Scout, should that be 5d4 plus 1 or 5d4 plus 5?
It is not a generic, as I say, like, it's not the same as the spells.
Okay.
She has a spell book with spells in it and all sorts of weird shit, but her stat block is like non... I don't know, it's almost like they're all SUs instead.
Cool.
And yes, she will move to here. Mare, you're up.
Okay.
No, don't want to step on that.
I'm gonna look at my pocket watch. Look my time, like, oh well. Sorry, hang on.
Are you looking up cool things to say?
Are you looking up Mr.
Maybe
Freeze
do someone-
puns?
No.
Yeah, you are.
Do you mean yes?
No. I'm not doing that at all. I swear to God, I'm not.
I swear to. Oh, that's a good one. I should totally use that. I mean, no.
No,
I'm afraid my condition has left me cold to your pleas of mercy.
that's pretty good. No, now around. No. I'm gonna snap freezer. I'm gonna look at my pocket watch. Oh shit! Look at the time. It's time. It's time for Dab Boy and Friga over here. I'm gonna snap freezer.
that boy and Friga.
Dab boy and Frigga, and you cast Snap Freeze.
Snap freeze. I don't know what the DC is. You never gave me a DC. What the DC is for this thing?
What level are you right now?
The level is 12.
Your level is 12. The DC then is 12 plus... God, what is it? What was the dice damage on Snap Freeze? I've fucking forgotten.
It says 2d8.
Alright then. I think that means... It's DC 17? Okay. Good luck.
It is a fortitude save.
Oh God, that would be hard for even Sandra.
No, it's not. DC 17 Fortitude save is fucking piss easy for you.
Yeah.
Oh!
Apparently it's piss easy for her too.
I mean, still roll. I believe it's for half.
Mm. I should have just shot her.
She sure does take 1 damage.
One fucking. Ugh.
All that fucking setup. It's just.
Ugh. I'm so disappointed in myself.
Fine,
I
you
need some
get it
better
next time.
puns. I need to write down some better puns.
You do.
Ash wants her damage dice back. No, she doesn't.
Hmm.
Should know that
I need
the
some
better the fun, the more damage.
It's true.
Yes, I need to write some down. I need a little notebook.
A pun notebook.
Little pun
Oh, she passes the
notebook.
fucking save both times.
I mean,
Look at her go!
she's-
Look at her
she's used to
go!
Poison. She's had those pets. It's in her blood now.
It's a +6. It's just a normal, like, it's not even a high level creature stat block because Fort isn't her best one.
She just keeps rolling
She's
really
rolling above 10 every time.
Yeah, it's just above 10 really.
She's quite hard to poison. Hunter, you're up.
Oh, just knock her out already. We need to give her this bitch to the cops. Or should we kill her? I bet if we kill her, we could feed her to my fairies. They'd get rid of the body.
I mean, it's a pretty good idea.
They would.
Kira, you're sounding like a maniac.
No, I approve of this idea. I enjoy it.
But then what would we tell the cop?
enjoy it, but you can tell the cops jack squat.
Well, never mind moving. Actually, no.
Yeah, we'll decide later.
I will move up to here and then stand to face your judgment. And she's going to get Hold Person cast on her.
Okie dokie. And now she gets to do her best save, so obviously she's gonna fucking fluff it. 16?
She makes it by 1.
Yes.
You go, witchy! Simon Rossi.
Alright, well, in typical Simon style, we're gonna see if she's got some old wounds, some places where it's not quite as hard to hit her. Oh, wow.
Just about.
Yep.
She has the same weak points as a human being, but they're deflected by her rock-hard nipples after she got ice blasted by Mahara.
If only she wasn't crazy.
Damn it, the craziness only makes her stronger and hotter. Sandra, you're up.
I'm actually tempted just to walk up and stab her.
You have a gun! I give you the fucking DR high creatures and you're like, and now I want to use the magic knife to shank a bitch.
Yeah, now you can just shoot her.
Yeah, now you're just gonna completely respec into melee.
You don't have... God, Nix would have savaged this mission. He was all the AC, all the reflex, and all the magic weapon stabby. He would have absolutely kicked ass.
For him.
This is a common theme in D&D games I've noticed, is that whenever a mission or a job or a quest that would be perfect for one of the characters in the party, that character always fucking leaves. He always just that not even the player, that character just leaves the party always.
Yeah, I mean, let's face it, this had people you could fight with magical weapons, sneaking through a forest, lying to cops.
This happened several times.
And saving children, and Vex fucking loved kids.
I know.
It was so perfect for him.
Like,
this was so perfect.
But right now he's busy doing gay porno.
Yep.
Well, Vex. Nix is dead.
Nix is basically
Yeah, I
dead.
recorrected to Vex.
No, Nix was the original character.
Nix was the original. I mean, he would have been good for this too.
Yeah.
Not as good as Vex.
Yeah.
No, Vex is perfect for this.
Let me see. There's. So I sort of want to use my spine, but it says reflexively.
Yeah, you can just do it.
Oh,
Do it.
what?
Wait, hold on. Do it near. Oh, wait, no. Polymorph is a permanent thing. Never mind.
Oh, is it really?
Don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I guess we're about to find out. I hope you guys aren't planning on casting. Huh?
You're a bit far away to affect most of those bunnies.
I can see two.
Yeah, the others are.
A coward at the back, away from the fight.
Okay. I understand. Alright. I'm gonna drop my spine. Sounds weird.
Oh, is that gonna depolymorph them?
I have no idea. It cancels all, it nullifies or temporarily dampens all magical effects inside of 30 feet.
I'm afraid it does not cancel polymorph. Indeed, it dampens effects. The best you would have been able to hope for is that they are only temporarily polymorphed back, which would be a pretty horrific experience that I don't really want to roleplay, so it just doesn't do anything to them.
Okay.
We'll have to gather up We'll have to gather the bunnies and like give them to the wizard or something, the archmage or something.
Alright. So
But yeah, you activate it, and I mean, she's now capable of casting magic, and she had haste on her, which goes away.
Oops.
oh well.
No.
And now she's gonna can I still shoot?
Yeah, it's only there's no action involved with the spine going
Ah.
off.
Okay.
Can you like take a knee and shoot? So I can shoot over your head.
I mean, you fly just 5 feet upwards for free. Admittedly, the cave ain't tall, but you aren't obstructed by having Sandra there. You're capable of enough 3-dimensional movement within a 5-foot square that it's not a big issue.
Yeah. And you do have that thing for shooting in the melee, so that should also negate.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Oh, and I fluffed it. Oh
Oh.
Your gun also
Yes.
clicks and jams, and she looks at you. That's what you get for getting in the way of stories and magic.
no. Come on. Do I
Ash,
have
you're
the
up.
repair skill? I do not.
Okay. There we go.
How come you only shoot once, by the way? Is your BAB not high enough to fire twice, or is the sniper rifle just a slow
Yes,
weapon?
It's a single fire.
Right.
I
Bolt
think
action.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a bolt action weapon, that's right. I was trying to remember for the life of me, it's like, why the fuck was that gun only firing once? Oh yeah, it's a bolt action, so it doesn't matter how quick your trigger finger is, you still have to rack a bolt.
I could switch to my pistol and fire more.
Yeah, obviously. But it isn't a
But
magical
it's
sniper
more
rifle.
fun to fire a sniper. Yeah, it's a magic sniper rifle. I have more attack. I have more bonus to hit.
Yeah, I feel like they should probably see about acquiring you a submachine gun or something that you can open fire with in a wild cascade of bullets.
Don't we have like an MP5K in our like armory?
We have several.
Lots of things.
Yeah, you have
Armory.
multiple.
We got some P90s.
You have
too,
some.
I think.
Yeah, you have P90s and spare silent. No, you sold most of those. I think you have a P90 left in your armory.
But we do have a decent number of MP5s that we brought back from America.
That's correct. You do have a bunch of MP5. In fact, was it MP5 or MP5K?
MP5K.
Yeah. Okay.
Those cool submachine guns.
Yep. Yeah, the
The
SMG version.
difference is both of them are SMGs. The difference between an MP5 and a 5K is negligible.
In game, an MP5K is a medium-sized weapon, whereas an MP5 is large, and so therefore harder to
This
hide.
game is stupid.
I know
MP5
this game is
however.
stupid, but that's
The
how it goes.
MP5 is the one with the stock, and the MP5K is the cool one that you dual wield, like in the Matrix.
This is true.
Can I tell you
I
something?
guarantee you, I've watched that movie like 18 times as my era.
The MP5K also has a stock.
Doesn't?
It can do.
Yeah,
It tends to be a
it's just
fold-out clip.
collapsible.
Yeah, so it tends to be collapsible
Yeah.
stock. So you can dual wield them, but they do have stocks if you want to, single wield one and use it like an SMG. An MP5K is just a lighter, more compact MP5. It's effectively the same, but I also believe the MP5K is the one that is legally issued to Irish SWAT around here, as opposed to the MP5 normal. So an MP5K would actually be easier to get here than an MP5. I think the license reflects that, but I don't remember. But yeah, go figure. I can probably check actually. I still have the SRD open. Let's see here. MP5. MP5 and MP5K. The MP5K is medium-sized and has a 15-box magazine and is £2 lighter, and the purchase DC is cheaper. They still have the same restriction, but it would be easier to get it here in Ireland because the MP5K is standard issue. MP5 itself is a larger gun. It just has more ammunition, 10 feet more range, and a larger magazine. But it is also more expensive and heavier. There you go. Yeah, you guys have MP5Ks. That was it. But yeah, Ash, you do a shoot, you get a hit. Welsh Witches go. Magic is nullified. This is gonna sound
Well,
ridiculous.
shit.
Yeah, this is gonna sound ridiculous, but you know what weapon she happens to have on her person?
An MP5?
An MP5K, yeah.
Oh god. Come on.
If you'd been to that other room, then you would have found a dead SWAT, and just so you would have been able to posit that she has an MP5K.
Well,
That's why I was like,
She's
that's a
got-
perfect
wow.
argument they're having right now. She's
Irony.
literally fucking got one.
Irony.
She's got a gun.
Yeah, she
oh
fucking.
no, the witch has got a gun.
Yeah, the witch pulls a fucking a fucking
Oh,
MP5 on you.
Did she actually try and cast a spell first? But
And
wait a
she
second.
fucking crits Sandra in the head.
Oh god.
Oh, I don't think it confirms. She just shoots you.
Mm-mm. Come on.
13 damage. I rolled ass as well. Oh no, I rolled average actually. It's a 46.
Yeah, that's not bad. 13 minus 7 is 6. So.
So I mean, yeah, she
no.
she rails you with fucking fucking burst gunfire, and really doesn't hurt you at all. Mahara, you're up.
Mahara will take aim with her crossbow again, and then we'll pull back and like slap her on the head. Oh, that's what we're missing for this story. That's our big prince in shining armor is Vex.
Mm.
Oh, you're lucky he didn't come here. He would have gotten you like a fish.
He would have fucking savage there.
Also, I'm gonna action point that second hit.
Yep, you hit twice, and now I gotta do fucking pass fail. All right.
Yes.
Okay, you hit her to 19, and then when she like looks down at the bolt, she's like pulls the first spot out, going, "This is really just a, this is, wow." And she's like holding on to the third bolt, trying to yank it out of herself, but she's too blasted by whatever it is she's imagining.
Oh yeah, that's the good stuff I know.
Yeah, you've seen that look, Simon Rossi. You have seen someone succumb to hardcore quantities of LSD, and I'm gonna quickly see what trip she's on.
This is the best part.
Your mother / frontal figure is scolding you while eating all the sweets in your pantry.
Oh, that's not much
No,
for
for
Trip.
eating all the sweets in the
That's
pantry.
great. That's great.
Awesome. So yeah, she then has herself a fucking mother complex moment right next to you. She'll like go up to Sandra like, "I didn't mean to do it! It was just all so delicious! I needed enough gingerbread to make the house!" And then she'll like curl up into a corner sobbing. And you win. You win!
Yeah.
She succumbs to 3 bolts loaded with LSD.
Oh, I love this crossbow.
It's such an amazing thing. It's great.
Ah,
I
the
love it.
best
This
thing ever.
is the best invention I've ever made. I'm so glad I had this idea. Okay, so what do we do with her? We should bag up the bunny rabbits, but what do we do with the bitch?
As she is, I don't think she's going to put up a fight, but
An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth.
Well, if we kill her, we'll have to talk to the cops about a body.
and
I mean,
We
she's got
already-
bullet wounds anyway.
yes, and we did already explain to them that we were able to defend ourselves. If we remove our suppressors, most of what we have is legal.
Oh yeah, we'll have to. Well, yeah, we'll have to put those away.
You'll have to hide the shit out of Mahara's LSD crossbow bolts, because I can tell you what ain't fucking even remotely close to legal. LSD crossbow bolts.
Yeah, no, those are no.
Oops.
Well, before anything else, I'm just going to take her spellbook off her.
Sure. That was a good point. Her spellbook is a leather-bound book of the Brothers Grimm, except the contents of the spine have been like, you still have the outside of the book, but the inside has been replaced by an entirely different book. It is full of, magic spells and a lot of insane rambling.
Magic
Wow.
spells and
That's
insane
cool.
rambling.
It's true, they do
I
actually
like
already
all
know
this
about the
thing
silences,
about
to be fair.
subclassers.
That was brought up.
It's been so many months. Forgive me for forgetting.
I mean,
that.
it was Oz in the fucking Twitch chat, remember? I forgot to. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
would you guys like to try and loot the room?
Yes.
Yes, I suppose. I'll look around with magic, detect magic.
Yeah, detect magic everywhere.
Do you think we should? What were we just gonna return the witch back to the police? That
Well, that is one thing we can do.
I'd rather not do that because she's still a witch. She
This
probably
is true.
still
She's still a
I have
witch.
her spell book, so without that, it's not exactly the easiest to cast things.
True, but they're still usually a cantrip or something they could probably pull off.
I can tell you this: cantrips do not do any sort of damage whatsoever. It's not 5e. We don't have damaging cantrips yet.
Yeah, no, cantrips are ass in this.
Okay, I'm about to say, would it be enough to at least? Like, well, someone helped her escape in the first place, right?
You don't know.
I mean, she has magic, so take that for what you will. It is a very, very useful utility tool for almost any situation.
Yeah, that's true. Sandra's very well aware of this. What with the metal spine and all. Think. Think we should just take her back to the pub. Maybe they'll have an idea what to do
pub.
there.
No, you're not taking her to the pub.
If there's anyone that can effectively imprison her, it is the Broken Table. I say we call them, see if they can. They
I
might
can make a
have
call if you want.
some- Yes, please.
Yeah, I'll make a call. I'll just head outside. I don't think I'll
They-
get reception in this cave.
They might have some contacts in the police that are awakened. So,
All right, so I'll head outside, and I'm gonna call Affy.
Sure thing.
I'm gonna go my speed dial and say BFF for BFFF with little heart and a star.
Oh,
Sweet.
Avery's so cute.
All right, there's a pause and a ring, 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 and a ring, ring, ring. And then it clicks through. Hey, you got to Affy. It is 3 in the morning, but I am still wide awake because I just drank a shot glass of Red Bull. Hi, how's it going?
Affy,
Ah, Mahe, hi.
how's it going?
It's going good.
Oh, is the Red Bull good?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna crash in like 30 minutes, but it's cool. What's up?
Oh man, we totally finished this job right now, and we went to talk to like the big boss man to see what we do. We found that lady who took all the children.
Oh, yeah, no, I heard about her. She's probably a total bitch, right? How is she? Was she a
Oh,
bitch?
she's
Is she
super
dead?
crazy, like all crazy about these fairy tales and things like that.
Like this
Oh
is just
my
getting
God.
Valley Girl,
You're-
yeah. It's amazing. Oh
Keena
my God.
dropped into the Valley Girl
Oh my gosh.
accident.
Shit, now I have to like fight the urge to Valley Girl it up in return.
just give in. You know Affy would.
It's not really
Yeah, it's just
Oh my gosh,
More
okay.
Valley
So like,
Girl.
I understand. You were dealing with all these gross asshole evil witchy
Oh, and
things.
she had all these big horrible spiders like all over the place.
Oh shit,
Like
spiders
they
are
were
so
like
fucking gross.
giant super spiders, and they bit everybody. We're all poisoned. It's awful.
Oh no, you're all poisoned. Oh shit.
Yeah, we're all gonna die in like 22 hours. No, wait, in like 23 and a half hours.
Oh fuck.
Pretty sure we're down to 20 or so.
It's probably about 23 hours now, or 22.
She
It's
serious
fine.
is
we
up
got
for
a
like
bunch
all
of
of a
venom,
minute.
and we're gonna like go to the hospital later.
Alright, as long as you're sure. Shall I put you to boss boy?
Oh yeah, that'd be great. We need to know what to do with her. We
All
need to
right,
give her to the
sure.
cops or something.
Excellent.
Cops are looking for her too.
Yeah, no, they always get in the way when it comes to like shadow kind stuff.
Yeah.
All right, and then yeah, she will hand off to the boss, who you can tell by the tone in his voice he's observed this conversational back and forth and is not looking forward to hearing Valley Girl impressions.
Oh no.
Hello there, Mahira. How can I help?
While Mahara is on this phone, she will like snap a salute for no reason at all, just to the air. Hi, boss.
Hello there. I understand that you've located this rogue witch.
Yeah, we have her. She's passed out and high as a kite. I pumped her full of LSD.
Okay, I was about to ask why, but no, alright, that makes a lot of sense. And the children?
They're all bunny rabbits.
I might need further explanation.
She turned them into bunny rabbits.
Okay.
More.
She turned into the bunny rabbits is literally all the explanation he was looking for. Okay then, so they're not all weird rabbits. Very well. I understand that it might involve sneaking past the police, but are you able to try and get those children to us?
I mean, yeah, we can probably just put them in a bag.
Okay,
Or
please
in a
do
box.
be careful with them. They are all children, supposedly.
Yeah, we'll be careful.
As for the witch, what do you intend to do with her?
I mean, we could just give her to the police, but she already escaped once. But if we kill her, then we'll have to, like, explain why we had to kill her. But she did shoot at us.
I'll pause and consider.
I mean, I did consider, like, feeding her to my fairies, because they were really angry at her.
I mean, that would be
But
convenient.
I don't think Dr. Hunter would like it if I did that.
I see. I mean, it would be more convenient for her to simply disappear.
Disappear?
Yes.
It would be.
But I can understand the moral objections, and would...
Yeah, I mean, I don't really care about that kind of stuff, but, I mean, he's Dr. Hunter, and I like him. He's cool.
Okay, yes, I understand. We don't really have a place for her, or an easy way to strip her of her magic capabilities. The reality is she should be handed over to the police. Processing her like a non-magical individual, however, poses its risks.
Yeah, I mean, she could escape again.
Likely
But
with
since she already escaped once and then went over and killed a whole bunch of people, they might just put her to death anyway. Do they do that in this country? I forget.
No.
Oh.
They get put away for life, which is generally the assumption
Oh.
is that a life sentence is actually quite a large amount more terrible than death. Especially if you're thought of as a child killer. They aren't treated particularly well in prison. But I digress.
I mean, I suppose one thing I could do is I could just stick her with one of my darts and, like, just make her super overdose. And it's like, oh, the crazy lady killed all these people, captured a bunch of kids, and then the kids disappeared. And then, oh, she was high on LSD the whole time.
Not quite as clean as mysteriously going missing and feeding her to little fairies, but I can understand pinning the blame on it. If you can make it look like a mistake she made. I take it then you just shot her with these bolts, no bullets or anything?
Yeah. Well, no, we shot at her too, I think.
That sounds like it would make this kind of... She just decided to get high and
Yeah, that would
thing.
probably be bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little implausible now.
Yes. Personally, I'm a fan of Operation Fairy, but if Dr. Hunter insists, then
Me
I can
too.
suppose we can take her off of your hands instead and resolve the matter on our own steam.
I mean, if you can do that.
We can, yes.
Okay. I guess we'll have to tell the cops we just didn't find anything. We found a place where she probably was hiding out, but then it was just like, oh, there's nothing here.
She got way too high,
to
so
get
we
rid of
shot her with a sniper rifle. Oh, fuck! Wait a second.
It's my go-to. I'm sorry.
I just love it. You were the only one whose gun they never checked. That's because you were lucky because you were carrying a sniper rifle. It's like, oh yeah, we went into this cave and shot her with a sniper rifle after she got dangerously high on LSD.
Whoops.
Yeah, way to go. I'm sure the cops won't think that one was weird at all.
I mean, we have claw and bite marks.
There's some crazy animals in this park, man.
You're also pumped with a
I wanna go
mysterious
through-
poison that doesn't exist on this plane.
I'm saying Operation Fairy sounds like a pretty good idea.
Let's go.
To the fairies.
The thing is, if it's not just moral objection. If we give her to the fairies, the police are going to spend ages and ages looking around it, and they're eventually going to find the cave.
An
Oh,
empty,
wow.
abandoned cave.
Yeah, the
Full of old magical runes. A
Oh, we
dead
can just
police
get rid of those. Oh,
officer.
Jesus
I can get rid of those. They probably won't
Yeah,
even
let's
notice the runes. They won't even notice them.
They might just think of it just. They might just think. Oh, wait, I'm not using this in a conversation. Never mind.
This isn't even an in-character conversation. Scale's joining in on it.
Oh, the reality is, things that are magical, Mundanians will overlook. And anyone who doesn't overlook it and knows what they're looking at as magic will probably realize what happened because they'd be an insider. It is
They'll
kind
know
of...
that we had her vanish.
Yeah, she disappeared. Yes, the police and SWAT, etc. will be looking for them for a long while. Of course, the more common expectation is that these bunnies will be turned back into children and then a fake story will be invented and that will be accepted after someone talks to someone who knows shit about magic and the police. Like, there's a whole lot of these legal repercussions
I mean,
that tend to
that's
be...
the sort of thing I wanted Mahi to speak to him about.
I mean, that's the kind of thing that is essentially an
But
expectation.
She
is Mahi.
fairy and ignores instructions.
This is true.
Oh, she's talking to him about stuff.
If you bring it up,
she's-
like, she hasn't
she'll bring it
actually
up.
ended the call yet, so I mean, you could...
No.
You could absolutely bring that up, and... Yeah, over the course of a long conversation, he will explain that there are individuals within the police who are, if not 100% aware, or at least awakened to the concept of the Shadow Kind. And... like, stuff happens, some politics occurs, and then the problem is temporarily disappeared. The downside is, as happens with all tragedies, is that the police are going to be occupied looking for a missing crazy woman who abducted some children and killed their parents for a long time. However, the children can be brought back and, well, he assumes brought back, changed from bunnies into kids, and, you know, orphaned.
The investigation is ongoing.
Yes, the investigation will be ongoing, big air quotes, for a long time until she is missing, presumed dead. Eventually, police will come across the cave, no doubt, and find that it is abandoned and find blood. And that will be it. There won't, again, likewise, likely notice Shadowkind stuff, but there is always that chaotic possibility that something will go terribly wrong, and he will impress that point. But sadly, you weren't left with the choice to do this 100% clean, what with the fighting giant spider monsters and then shooting a witch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll make sure and tell him about the giant spider monsters. Those were all taken care of. We're all poisoned, though.
I wasn't touched ever.
Well, almost all of us are poisoned.
yeah, Simon's fine.
But yes, if you bring
Sure,
her to
bring
us
me
alive,
some.
we'll handle the matter ourselves, or you can make her disappear. We appreciate either way.
Well, I'll have to talk to the others about it then. We'll see if we can make her disappear or not, or just we'll bring her out somehow.
No, how did she... I presume she didn't have her spell book in an insane asylum.
She might
Do we
have
have
had
any?
a
Do
book.
we have any idea how she broke out again?
written
Like
tales.
any more information?
Her friend the Technomage helped her, but you don't know exactly how she did it.
Okay.
Vade in the chat says, "Well, the Fae could adopt them." Don't do that. don't give children. Don't give children to fairies. That's not a good idea. Like, real orphanages exist in real world that will
You
handle
want
children.
changelings? That's how you get changelings.
We don't want
How you get
changelings.
That's literally what.
Yeah, he says changelings are a thing after all. You don't want changelings. Mahira would want changelings, but still.
We're not getting changelings.
Does Lana count as a changeling?
Lana's a tiefling.
She's a tiefling. She's already a
So-
Shadowkind race, so no, she can't be a changeling. She's a tiefling.
Okay.
Okay, just wanting to clear that up.
No, both of your children are changelings. Sorry, tieflings. Brain.
Oh no! Okay.
You'll never even know. They're like gene stealers.
Okay, so I guess I'll go back. I guess I'll end the call then
Yep.
after a little while, and then I'll go back inside the cave.
So I guess it's feeder to fairies, because that sounds like
So
the best option.
okay, so I talked to the bot. I talked to the big guy.
Okay.
And we've got a couple of options. We could deal with her. We could give her to the cops, or if we can get her out of the park, we can bring her to him, and they'll deal with him, and they'll deal with her in their terms. They'll talk to people. They'll make stuff happen, and they'll fix the kids, of course, if we can get them out too. Or we could make her disappear ourselves
By feeding her to your fairy friends.
by feeding her to my fairy friends.
Well, it sounds like the third option is the easiest for us, rather than
It
trying
would be
to
the most
sneak her
convenient to simply make her disappear. We wouldn't have to explain anything, like the bullet wounds or the drugs in her system.
less chance of us having some sort of bad interaction.
Awkward conversation later. And I mean, eventually the cops would find this location because it's not warded anymore. And they'll just find an abandoned cave home. As long as we make sure we pick up all of our shell casings.
That should be doable. But,
Shade will go and get started on that while you're all discussing what to do.
Thank you, Shade. Your idea.
I still have some magic. I could clear up most of the bullet wounds on her.
That is a thing. That would also wake her up. Wait, no, she'll be dosed up for like 10 hours.
Damn it, Stray realised as well. Yeah, okay, I really wanted you to feed them super much to the fairies because they would get so fucking high.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
I knew.
They would have
that
gotten,
was gonna happen.
they would have
Even more
gotten
reason to do it now.
blasted.
Do you want a swarm of like crazy high fairies?
I mean, I do, but
Yes,
surely for the
yes, I
chaos
do.
factor.
I totally want that. Let's make it happen.
I mean, I kind of want to see it happen too.
I kind of want to see it happen, but at the same time, I have a feeling she's part of a bigger thing somehow. I don't know why I have that feeling.
I don't know.
I don't know. Does anyone else get that feeling?
No. I'm just hoping she's more of an isolated incident rather than a norm.
Okay,
Well, what do
maybe
you
you're
guys
reading
think?
a little bit too much Harry Potter.
If we hand her over to the police, I can clear her up. It might take an hour of poking her with a cantrip to heal her bullet wounds, but I can do it.
The problem with that, however, is then how do we explain that the children weren't there and then they suddenly appear a couple weeks or a couple months later?
That depends as to how long it takes for the big man to fix them. But finding her by herself, she attacked us in a drug-induced frenzy and died of an overdose.
You know what we could do? We could simply take the bodies. You heal her up, you fix up all her wounds, we leave her drugged out of her mind, And then we just call the cops and tell them, hey, we think we found her. She's in this cave over here. And then they come over, find her drugged up. And then they catch her and take her away.
That would be the easiest on my conscience.
And we can leave the gun with her, I guess, too. And they'll find the dead SWAT guy. So that's even worse. She's a cop killer too. So, oh boy, she's gonna go away for fucking ever.
Unless she gets broken out again.
Unless that.
I mean, if we leave her here with the corpse of the officer, there's a fair chance she won't make it to trial.
I mean, that's entirely possible. The system might simply get rid of her themselves.
That, or she may claim insanity, or her lawyer, if she does even get a trial, will
Claim insanity.
Well, even insanity, she killed like six people and an officer. You can't just claim insanity for everything.
Well, I mean,
And
At
she
some
was
point,
you've
will-
seen the news.
from
People
the
do it all the
lawyer.
time.
She was willing to admit to her actions. That would mean an insanity plea wouldn't work for her. She was aware that she'd committed them.
In order to collect them for her own, in her head, fairy tale, but sure.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, an
She is
insanity plea would
clearly-
absolutely still stand. But
Would-
at the same
yeah.
time,
Crazy.
yeah.
I'm of the conscience of making her disappear. However, if you do not want that, then I'm fine with that. You are part of the group, and it's exactly that we need to do this.
I'm fine with leaving it to a vote, but if we're feeding her to the Fae, kill her first.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that'd be, I mean... Probably, yeah, sure.
Alright, so what does the party vote?
I believe our best choice is to end her and give her to the Fae. Less hassle on our part.
I'm with Simon on this.
Alright, so that's already 3 versus 2. Shade's staying out of it. She's busy picking up bullet casings.
Hmm.
Mm, Sandra abstains. She won't pull the trigger though. This woman is insane, but she's also a magic user.
She's crazy.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm gonna. Well, if we do decide to kill her first, then I'm gonna take some of her blood and then do the bullet.
Why take the blood? Oh, are
I'm
you
a
hungry?
vampire. I have to feed.
Oh, you're hungry. Right.
Alright, sure. Do you want to just
Oh,
drink her
wait,
down
wait.
to death?
Oh, wait. Are you trying? Wait.
You know
Wait.
what? Yeah,
Simon.
we're diabolizing. We're diabolizing. Let's do this. Fight in.
Simon. You
Don't
know what's gonna
do
happen
that,
to you.
Simon.
Simon, do you bite down, really? Okay.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, hold on. She is drugged up.
Yeah,
Probably
she's
not
drugged out of her
second.
fucking brains.
You're gonna get so
You're going to
high
get
if you do
mega
that.
fucking high.
Do you want another arcane trip? Because I mean, we can do that at home.
Decisions.
I mean, she's pretty, she's got ruby red lips and long luscious hair and pale skin and these vibrant pulsing veins.
I'm gonna shoot her twice in the head.
It's not gonna stop me from taking blood.
It's not.
Alright,
Now
no,
we have to cart. Now we have to cart you out of here.
no. I won't do it. I won't take the blood.
I mean, if you're gonna take it, take a blood bag, then drink it later.
Do
Ah, the
That's what we
cat,
can do this with?
the fucking blood Capri Suns. God damn it.
Then you can drink it in your room when you're hot. Then you can get as high as you want at home.
I mean, do we have stuff we can do this with right now? Put our blood in blood bags and take it with me? That's like a
Doctor
doggy
Hunter,
bag.
How many syringes does Dr. Hunter keep?
That's why have a blood bag in that bag he wears.
So here's the thing. I just have nebulous medical kits. They
It is a
don't have
nebulous
specific
medical
numbers
bag.
in.
You probably have like not blood, but like those plasma things, and you probably have like a bunch of throwaway syringes, so you could just fill up like a shit ton of syringes with them, I guess.
Like, even a jar would work.
just a jar,
jar.
just a fucking like yeah. Sandra could give you a mason jug full of grain alcohol. just,
He just chucks it and then hands you the empty jar.
yeah,
Thank you.
sure. All right, you have a grain alcohol-y LSD blood jar. Congratulations.
That's funny.
You tap her like a keg.
All right, then I guess we'll kill her then, and we'll feed her to the fairies.
Feed her to the vampire and then the fairies.
Then the fairies.
All right, Simon, if you would like to add to our inventory, mason jar of drugged blood.
Alright, it's going on the list.
All right, now how are you
Is that
carrying
consolation
5
on-
bunnies out of here?
If it's any consolation, Hunter, she was a menace to society.
She was, yes, but
Murderer, kidnapper,
Crazy person.
right-bound crazy.
well, the society we choose to live in, it's not our place to be judge, jury, and executioner. Just because she decided she didn't want to be part of that doesn't mean we should be on her level.
Well, next time let me do it then. I'm fairy, I don't care.
I am the law. The law of chaos. Oh, they say about chaos, it's fair.
All right, let's go. We don't have to worry about the spiders. They'll just disintegrate. Is there anything else in this room we need to take?
There is a.
Is there anything magical we need to get out of here?
Here, look. If
The
you
book
scroll
in
up,
the
you can see
back,
there is
in
loot.
the wall.
There is a spell book that Simon claimed. There are 2 sleeping
Oh.
bags that go in the bed.
Man.
1 portable diesel-powered generator. 1
Man.
magical earring that will need disenchanting,
Yeah, I'll take that.
identifying.
Maybe leave the
1
gun.
Yep, 1
No,
Heckler
wait,
and
no.
Koch MP5K.
Wait, no, we're getting rid of the body. We can take the gun.
Yeah, we
Yep.
can take the gun.
Wait, no,
Yeah.
wait. This is the cop's gun.
Just take it. It's...
Yeah.
A delicious pot of beef and ale stew that's settled over the campfire. A wand of scramble, which when applied to any kind of data storage device or technological piece will make it go fucko for 10 straight minutes.
Right. I've put all of the non-food items I have brought the gin onto the current party loot handout.
You don't want a massive basket of high quality gingerbreads and candy canes and sandwiches?
I'll take the gingerbreads and candy canes. I don't want the stew. I'm suspicious.
Oh no.
I didn't put beef in air
yeah.
quotes. It is a beef and ale stew.
Yeah, no, that's stew that makes you
Scowl?
rabbits.
This is true.
I do not trust you. I'm sorry.
Wait, weren't there
This is
6
something you would
children?
do.
Maybe.
Do the bunny rabbits radiate magic when I look at them?
Well, yeah, they've been magically
Okay,
changed into
so they
rabbits.
Does anything else?
No, besides the earring and the spellbook.
Okay, so the basket of gingerbread is gingerbread, and the sandwiches are sandwiches, and the candy.
So
canes are
far
candy.
as you can see, yes.
I'm just
Nothing
gonna drink the
about-
gin.
No, maybe we should test for poison first.
I mean, she's the best way to test for poison. It's
Actually,
my body.
I'm the
Actually, wait, no, yeah, she's the
There we
worst one to
go.
do it. Yeah, no, she's immune. She'd probably be immune to it. Or
Just let's carry it all together for now. gin included.
How are we gonna carry this stuff out without being seen with the cops?
Well, we have
I
bags.
have a duffel bag.
Oh,
Just fucking piling rabbits into a duffel bag. I love it.
There you go.
I
Bunnies
love
may
it.
be a problem, but
That's not gonna look like a dead body at all. Or a live
Sir,
one.
is your duffel bag squeaking? Oh yes, I didn't show you my 5 bunny rabbits.
Yeah, so quite a
Look
few
at
of
them.
we found
Aren't
out
they
here in the
adorable good
wild.
friends?
They're good luck charms, you see.
You know what's lucky than rabbit foot? Whole rabbit. Whole rabbit.
The whole rabbit. And even better when there's 5 of them.
Yeah, and Sandra, the
28
bunny,
times
the
lucky.
bunnies love the affection. You get all the bunny nuzzles.
No, I love the bunnies.
remember to wipe down anything that you've touched. Don't want to leave any fingerprints when they do find this place.
Absolutely. In fact, I have a certain thing that'll help us out here called a Wand of Trace Purge.
Yeah, Trace Purge will
Wow.
clear the room. You guys won't be fucking found by the cops. Trace Purge is real useful.
How many charges of that? How many charges does that one have?
There was not a charge written down with it, so I assume
1d20 plus 20?
that's
27.
charge.
I really want gingerbread now. God damn it. Yeah.
Okay, so it has a 15-foot radius. How many charges will I need to expend to get rid of our stuff?
Quite a few. Each one of us needs it cast on us for like. When you cast this spell, you touch one creature, yourself or someone else. It eliminates all physical evidence left by that person's body within the affected area, along with any evidentiary materials accidentally deposited by their body, clothes, or gear. It only affects materials no larger than a few strands of hair or a few ounces of dirt.
Is there a duration on it? Because you might be able to cast it on them and then they walk around.
Instantaneous.
It is instantaneous, yeah.
And it's a 15-foot radius. It's around the person. Like, that's gonna with how much fighting we've done in this cave, I think that would basically be using up the whole wand. Even if that had do.
I would say you can probably do it with the whole wand. Thankfully, one member of your party did no bleeding. And one person only got injured once.
Yeah.
And one of you is a vampire.
Assault,
So,
so
yeah. There are 2 members of your team who didn't leave any trace, and one person only left a trace in one fight. So, yeah, I would say 27 seems fair. You just burn them all and clear all of your traces out of this cave.
Yeah. Okay. I would have suggested, there's probably diesel for that generator. We could just literally burn the cave out.
I feel like that would attract cops very quickly.
True.
If we were somewhere really isolated, just normal times when we're fighting in a cave in a park, yes, that'd work. But the police are already here and already actively searching for anything suspicious.
Good point. That was just a suggestion. Let's stick with the wand idea.
When in doubt, throw magic at the problem. Hell
Oh,
yeah.
That's true. Magic works very well for it. Well, I guess we'll use up all this wand unless someone else has a better idea.
I don't have any magic that could help here.
I mean, it's better safe than sorry. It's just like with the cops going all over, it's a good choice to use this as much as it is using up a really, really good thing.
And it's a wand of first level spells. That's like as magic items go, that's one of the easiest to get.
True,
Correct.
but it's still a very, very useful item for this kind of stuff.
I believe
I think in
naturally the wand has
future-
40 charges, so...
I think in the future we should just, before we get a job, put our money together to buy one of those wands, because it is really incredibly useful.
Oh yeah, from now on
Yeah.
we'll find like just stockpile these things.
You're going, alright, going out shopping. Did you take your trace wand? For trace badge wand? Yes.
Actually, not. I could make these. I could make these.
Yeah.
Yes,
I was
yes, you
just
could.
thinking about that as well.
Yes, you could. You're a
How do
goddamn
the
wizard and a master
mag-
crafter.
Yeah. How do the rules work for that scale?
I imagine it's incremental as opposed to additive in cost. So like a 0 cantrip wand costs a DC. Like it will actually just knock one off. Actually no, I imagine a 0 cantrip wand doesn't cost you anything as long as you're above, what was it, 12 purchase DC? Assuming you have the people who can do it and you're making it as opposed to buying it. For making a first level wand, it will just take you a purchase DC. For a second level wand, it will cost 3 purchase DC, and so on and so on. Like, you just add the number onto 1. So yeah, a third level wand would be expensive. You'd immediately be looking at 6. And have to be able to cast third level arcane spells, of course, but you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it costs you like a purchase DC to produce a wand of trace patch.
So it break even after every mission, basically. That's good.
If you use one up every mission, yes. I
True,
mean,
true.
to be fair, this thing came with 27 charges. You would have 40 each time you made one.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Plus, for the most part, our jobs, so long as we're taking level appropriate ones, are giving more than 1 purchase DC. So,
Yeah. I think Simon came out negative because he wanted to airdrop in awesomely.
Nah, I came out even because I airdropped it awesomely.
Oh, yeah, okay. But yes, you are able to shovel bunnies into your duffel bag. There's like lettuce in those sandwiches that you could just sort of sneak to them as well. And then you
this
can...
is adorable madness.
Yep, and then you can, between you, drag away the witch's body. And take her off to a ferry mound.
I will whisper to the fairies that they can have the evil witch.
They will be super delighted and immediately begin chowing down.
I also tell them there's also like some crazy good drugs in her. Like, oh my god.
You've barely
You're
even
gonna have a
finished
great
saying.
time.
You've barely even finished saying the word "good." You get there's some crazy, and when you're pointing at her, and they're already like going on her like a swarm of locusts. Just each of them with all their little sharp teeth, just taking away little chunks. Yum 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 yum.
I'm gonna tell, hey guys, we should probably leave before they. We should leave.
Yes, most definitely.
Yep.
It's gonna be like a fireworks display over here.
Yeah. Okay. So yes, you leave the body and very quickly leave while they locustify the corpse, rendering it down. And you don't know why the air just seems to be a lot colder on the way home. But from to Mahira, who just thinks the air feels a lot more awesome on the way home.
I guess I'll call up the boss. I'll call up the wizard again.
Yep. Hello there. I was just about to go to sleep. Have you come to a
I just
solution?
want to give you an update. Yeah, we made her disappear.
Oh, that is most appreciated. And the children
Yeah.
bunnies. Will you be
Oh,
bringing
we're
them
on
to
our way
us?
now.
Okay then. We will have to make preparations to turn them into children. It's going to be interesting. And we don't know what the end result will be. But I will let your, I suppose, the ones who are paying for this job in particular know.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and then he will hang up.
Okay.
So, should we go drop the children off first before we head to the hospital, or what do you guys think?
I say we have. Well,
Yes.
Yes.
Dr.
We got
Hunter's
lots of
bag
time.
squeaks and wriggles in affirmation.
yeah, we should give her. Yeah.
Oh, it'd be
If for
fine.
no other reason than if I leave them in here too long, they're going to chew into the morphine, and that would be catastrophic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's get
let's
let's
get
get them
going.
through the broken table. Ooh, I bet Affy will have a love. Would really like to play with the bunnies. All right, so we'll drop off the bunnies and then go to the hospital.
Okay. Also, I like this token here. This bunny rabbit token.
Yeah.
It's labeled as Dire Bunny.
Oh no!
Oh no, not the dire bunny.
Oh no!
Look out for the Dire Bunny!
Oh.
The voice of Mahara is being voiced by a sick Kanathis today, so that's why the voice is different.
That's why the voice is
Okay.
very rarely girl.
I was about to say.
I
I
can't
don't know
do
if
the
it's
regular Mahara voice today.
okay.
So
I just.
the pitch is a challenge, I imagine.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm just curious if that was like an intentional change. All of a sudden, Mahira's
No.
meant to be this valley girl, or if it's just like
No.
you were
This is just how the voice is coming out today.
okay. The sleepy. I thought it was sleepy Kina too.
Of course, I also looked up bunny. It's just a fucking wall of bunny girl tokens.
Oh god.
It's
As it
Like
should.
maybe 400 of them.
As it should.
And of course, Zan's sister.
Yes. I love the backstory behind the Choco Bunnies.
Yeah, it's pretty great. It's not really a spoil. That's obviously a joke. Yay, bunny folk. Come on now. Of course, now that it's typed, I suddenly want to do it.
You?
I mean, now I want to, of course. It was not the intention, but it might happen. So, I mean, it got spoiled for everyone all at the same time, including me.
Yay! We get bunny girls in Urban Arcana. Put in the expanded race document. Let's get one.
No, god damn it. I don't want... No, it's not happening because I don't want to fill out another fucking expanded race document.
Oh god, that's pretty long.
I
Just jank Talir for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's the secret special route. Just finish up the Urban Arcana to 5e conversion.
God,
I'll
it's
work with
such
you
a
on
long
And-
piece of work.
Yeah. Plus, since all of these bunny folk are literally kids, it's not going to matter anyway
course.
until the next edition, the next game.
Until the time skip game. Alright, well, we'll see. I'll think about it. It might turn up. You might be able to play as those bunny children what got rescued one day from an evil witch who read too much the Brothers Grimm.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm probably still gonna have to play a. Well, if it's not 5e, I'll play my half ogre, my Canadian half ogre.
Canadian half ogre. I mean, I love the idea. Yeah, eventually when Urban Arcana comes to a close, because you guys are like vastly destroying the balance level for it, like there's just an inevitability in this system. It happened in all of the 3 times I've played D20 Modern, Future, and Urban Arcana's offshoots. and it's happened for this one. It's just the way it goes. So eventually this game will have an ending, and then it's going to get changed into a 5e modern, which I'm still in the process of muddling through.
Okay. And will it keep all the same classes, whatever they're called?
And there'll be new characters.
Heroes.
No.
No.
Oh, use it
the
as in like
hero-
fast, smart, tough, etc.
Yes. Those.
Sort of. I haven't 100% figured it out. As I say, like there's a lot of it to muddle through. The reality is that I will likely make it so that if you were to imagine it, the martial classes are the base classes, and then their feat trees, like, you know, where you would be like this type of fighter or this fighting style, instead turn into like the weapons and specializations you would have, if that makes sense. So you would have essentially what is fighter, rogue, barbarian. Is there another martial? No magic? Fighter, rogue, barbarian?
Monk, technically?
Yeah, I suppose monk.
Ranger.
No, ranger is a spellcaster.
Yeah, Ranger is a half caster, isn't it?
Yep. No, so yes, also as well, yeah, monk. And those would be the main starting points, and then each of them I would probably construct a tree or two for them to develop into. And then make anything like magic using or divine using a advanced specialization. But I have to, as I say, like I have to figure that out. Like the only way if you wanted to get into levels of wizard would be to multi-class into it after a while, you know. And I can probably just steal 5e's multi-class rules. Regardless, you are eventually able to deliver these bunnies. Affy is delighted to have bunnies hanging around. The bartender has fetched essentially a small pen for them and popped it in the corner in the job board. It tells you that you'll be receiving payment in the next couple of days. Dr. Hunter, your call was made through to the hospital. I take it you're going straight to your boss?
Yeah.
Sure. It is 3 in the morning, so he doesn't answer.
Right, that's a good point. He gets the luxury of not working night shift.
I mean, he gets the luxury of just, you know, if you work in charge of a ward for an entire day, you aren't going to be conscious for 3 in the morning.
Eh,
Yeah, most head surgeons don't do surgery at night.
yeah. I'll let it ring 3 times, then hang up and just call the number of the duty nurse. That's just a desk number. It's not any.
Yeah.
individuals.
Yeah, you get an answer at the desk. I take it that you, like, I've never known this to be 100% a fact, but I'm fairly sure there is a number that if you work at a hospital, you just call that number to get through to someone. You called that number.
This is Dr. Hunter. I need some beds ready, if they're available. I've got 5 cases of severe poisoning.
What kind? I've heard the rumors. Is it alcohol poisoning?
Cedric's
No.
immune!
No,
That's good.
spider bites. Not the sort we usually see around here either.
Oh, goodness, there aren't really any spare bed. Well, there are a few in the Burns ward. I can have one of the rooms there isolated if you want to keep your patients away from it. I'd need to fix the wall properly. I'm not going to ask around with it right now.
Yeah. Continue.
That'll work well enough, thank you. Anywhere I can treat them all at once.
That shouldn't be a problem. Okay, then. When do you need these beds open? I can have one of the head nurses go over to it.
Soon as?
Alright, yes, we'll get some beds prepared.
Thanks.
Alright, and yeah, they'll make those preparations and enable you to go to the hospital. But we'll have to find out about how all those checks and such go in the next episode.
No making any venom this time.
Yep. Need to make sure I have all the DCs correctly, pull up details for that magic necklace and, earrings, and do some other little bits and pieces that are all going on in the background, all hidden away. But for now, my lovely dears, thank you very much for playing. I hope you enjoyed yourselves.
We get paid already.
Of course, as always.
Have we finished this adventure?
You have finished this adventure. If you would like to add the gathered purchase DC to your characters, you are welcome to do so.
Do we level up?
No, I'm afraid not.
We killed a witch.
Oh wow.
Admittedly,
You
those
killed some golems and 6 monsters, and then got a witch high and executed her. Which, although very heroic for someone not of your level, you guys are. This is everyday shit to you. At no genuine point where your lives ever 100% in danger, because you're all so goddamn strong.
Those arachnid horrors were.
Yeah, they were cool.
At least.
And they were cool, but they were still not really enough to put the fear of God in you, which is a shame. I gave them a death poison and everything.
I mean,
Scared the crap out of me.
Yeah,
Well,
that's poisoning.
they were pretty much the scariest thing that we've come across for 4 levels.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I think it's even worse than the soul-eating murderer these guys are.
No, soul-eating murderer's stat block abilities and number of actions per turn are far higher by a magnitude.
Way scarier, but there's only one of those.
There was only one of that, which is...
To be fair, let's be real here. The soul-eating murderer did kill someone. These
Yes.
things did not.
This is true.
Yet. Not yet.
Yet.
It killed someone on someone else's cred.
Also true.
Yeah.
Regardless.
But still, it was its actions that caused Dirk to die.
Yes.
But yes. If you're watching in the VOD, or you're watching in the stream, I hope that you have yourselves a lovely motherfucking good time, and please do take care.
Hit the like and subscribe button below.
Bye.
Ciao.
See you next time.